fans, and welcome into Superhero Night here at historic Dunn Field. The Pioneers are getting set to take on their, cross-owner rivals as the Batavia Muckdogs back in town after quite the exhibition game last night. We'll get into all of that a little bit later on. Pioneers did end up losing that game 6-5 in the bottom of the ninth inning. Want to welcome you into the pregame show where just because it isn't the seventh inning doesn't mean you don't need to stretch. Go where the Pios go, to Jay Schultz Massage at 100 North Main Street, Suite 407. Jessica has all the latest and greatest techniques to keep you ready to get in the game. So whether you're in the starting lineup or need to come out of the bullpen, call or text 607-259-3660 to be ready for any game day situation. Jay Schultz Massage, keeping your Elmira Pioneers playing both on and off the field. Of course, tonight's matchup is brought to you by Heroes That Your Mom Threw Out here in Elmira, New York, the comic book shop. Want to thank everybody once again for attending here live at historic Dunn Field, and of course all of you watching along on the YouTube stream and listening to me on Mixlr.com, your home for Pioneers broadcasts all season long. We're going to head down for Coach's Corner here in just a second, but before we do, another reminder that the Pioneers will be back at home on Thursday night, and then a full weekend of Pioneers action, Saturday and Sunday this weekend, so make sure you don't miss a minute of Pios action as they get back here and into the days of summer at historic Dunn Field. Now we'll send it down to Coach Andrew Drum, and we'll be back after this. Another edition of Coach's Corner with Coach Andrew Drum. And Coach, obviously an exhibition last night. Didn't go quite the way you wanted it, but again, a game that means nothing. You're coming in on a 2-game winning streak, but you got to play that Batavia team. And obviously I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't bring it up at the end of the night. Things got a little dicey. Is the team ready to go today, and how much warning do you think there is between these two teams as they meet here tonight?
Things got pretty chippy last night at the end of the game. Won't get into it too much in the details. People saw it on TV, but my boys are fired up and ready to go.
You talk about being fired up and ready to go. They came in on a 2-game winning streak. They're going to hopefully be extending that here tonight. These are the games that matter. How important is it to keep pushing through? I know we talked about it the other day. We hadn't reached 6 wins in 3 weeks. We were still a couple weeks out 2 seasons ago. How important is it to get these early season wins, especially with so many against the division?
I mean, it's nice getting those early season wins so we're not playing catch up the whole summer. You know, our goal was to try to win 6 out of every 10 games throughout the whole summer. That would put us to 30 wins. We accomplished that in the first set of 10 games. Hopefully tonight will be a good start to the second set of 10.
Talking about the second set of 10 games, obviously you look at it, it's a little more road heavy than it was there in the first 10. A lot of games at home in June. We've talked about it a couple of times, only 10 in the month of July. So these home games, how important are they, especially when you consider they're not going to be as plentiful back there in the second half of this season?
I mean, it's always nice getting wins here at home. The crowd's always behind us. They're always loud. They're always cheering our boys on, and I know they love playing here. They get fired up to play here, so I know they're excited to be home tonight against Batavia.
Well, and then coming in, I just talked about the road trips. Obviously, a day at home, day on the road, day at home, day on the road. How much does that wear on a college baseball player who's not, I mean, you look at even the minor league levels of the professionals, they still do 3-day trips out to places. How much does it wear to be constantly traveling so much, even though it's a short distance?
I mean, it's tiring. I mean, I know I get home a lot of nights and I'm tired, and I wake up the next morning and I can't figure out why I'm so tired because I slept well, but I think it's just being on the bus. You know, these guys are basically playing a full college-length season in 8 weeks compared to doing it over 4 months. So it's definitely a little bit different for them. I'm trying to get my guys breaks, you know, rotate my guys in and out, get some time off, and keep them fresh throughout the summer.
Well, knowing that you still have some reinforcements on their way, the positional players have been kind of the hard spot for you because you've been so limited with what you have. Giving all those guys a day off yesterday, letting your pitching staff, which admittedly was a bit amusing, letting the pitching staff go out there and play positions they probably haven't played in 2-3 years. How much did that day mean to these guys to get that time and kind of relax a little bit?
You know, we had a couple guys with stomach bugs going around too, a couple guys dealing with allergies really bad, so it was nice to get them the day off. You know, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful by playing all the pitchers, but they played well. I think they scored 5 runs, had 8 or 9 hits. Defensively, they played pretty well too. I think we only had 1 or 2 errors, so they went out there as a chance for them to get on the field and actually be a position player again. Probably won't happen again, but I'm glad they had fun doing it.
You talk about the lack of errors, and really over this last 2-game winning streak, the error board in Geneva read 0. The error board in Jamestown, I think, read 1. When you look at that compared to, especially early on, 4, 5, 6 errors a game, is that just a part of the team coming together, 10 games together, realizing how to play this game with other people that they're playing with all summer?
Oh, for sure. And, we have a really close-knit group out there. I've been here for 5 years now. Usually it takes a little bit of time. These guys have been super close from the very first week. So it's nice to see them all come together and bond the way they have. And I think that's a big part of it. And limiting those free base runners is what's helping us win games right now.
And talking about free base runners, obviously, when you went out to Jamestown, when you went out to Geneva, those guys are playing basically a similar style to the way the Pioneers have been playing with that. Everybody's trying to get their at-bats. Everybody's trying to, impress. I know we had MLB scouts in the stands the last, 4 games now, so they all know that. They all are watching that, and they're all trying to impress. When you play against a team like Batavia, who's really invested in more of the small ball, the chippy type stuff, does that alter your game plan, or does it alter the way you guys approach the game?
I think a lot of it is they're trying to get in our heads and intimidate us into trying to play their style of ball. As long as we can play our style of baseball, I think we win tonight's game. It's a big part of it. Dictate the pace early and make them play our style of baseball.
And I also know you've been working with a set kind of lineup with the bullpen and the rotation on things, getting pitchers their innings. Obviously, that has deviated a little bit. You only had to use 2 pitchers there in Geneva. You only had to use, you went into 4 in the other night in Jamestown. But again, you've continued to be able to kind of fluctuate with that. How important is it to kind of stick to those areas right here early in the season, especially with the pitchers and keeping arms fresh as you go down? And we know what July normally looks like.
Yes, especially with July being so hot. Guys start getting tired. Dog days of summer starts to wear on them a little bit. Our starters have been great this year. They're keeping their pitch count down. We've had a bunch of guys go 5 innings and only throw 70 pitches. So it's nice to keep that pitch count down and then have our bullpen eat up 2 and 2 to finish the game. So we have a lot of very fresh arms right now. It's nice as a coaching staff to have all those arms.
When you talk about arms, obviously, this is still a team that's finding its identity in the bullpen. I don't know that there's someone you would look at and say, that's my closer. That's the guy I'm going to every time in the 9th inning. But are you looking for that? Are you starting to see that? Is it rounding out a little bit more?
We're getting there every day. Me and Eugene and Alex, we talk every day about that. We still don't even have our starting 6 figured out yet. That's kind of bouncing in and out. We have a couple starters that are good the first time through the rotation, and their timing gets picked up, so we're thinking about moving them to the bullpen to help them out a little bit. So still trying to figure all that out, Cam Hill will be starting this Friday, so he'll get his first start on the mound, which is exciting. So there'll be some differences in the starting 6, but I think it's going to be for the better.
Well, last question before I let you go. I don't want to eat up too much of your time. You bring up Cam Hill, so I have to ask. I brought up the comparison with Alex Barto a couple days ago to Ohtani with the Angels having such a great bat and someone who can actually get out there and pitch. We saw him twice now be effective on the mound. How much of a double threat is that? And with the 10-person lineup, does that encourage you maybe to try out some more of the pitching, or is it just is that going to be a kind of a specialty area for Cam Hill?
So the nice thing, especially with the EH, is he can freely come in and out of the game. So I could start him as a pitcher, and he'd stay in the lineup as the EH or the DH. So, yeah, it's exciting. He's hitting 300. I think he hit 308 in the SEC this year. He sits low to mid-90s pitching. He's looked great on the mound. He's pounding the zone for us. So, yeah, the Ohtani comparisons are right there, I think. He's a really good two-way guy, and he also has a really good glove at first base.
He does, and I also wanted to bring up he's the only one to hit a home run for your Pioneers so far. So with that being said, I will let you get back to it. We'll be back here on the pregame show. All right, and there you heard it from Coach Andrew Drum as the Pioneers getting set for first pitch here. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night as the Elmira Pioneers get set for a big game against the Batavia Muckdogs. You look at the standings right now, everything is close. Only 10 games into the season. No real surprise about that, considering everybody's really just getting started. Everybody's still trying to figure out who they are as a team. But again, in the West, Jamestown has that 7-2 record. They've won 1 game. The Geneva Red Wings have a 7-3 record. They've won their last game. The Elmira Pioneers come in 6-4. They've won their last 2 games. The Batavia Muckdogs in there right alongside 5-5. They've won their last 2 games. The Niagara Power at 2-6, 3 straight losses. The Newark Pilots also 3 straight losses at 2-7. So both teams here tonight have played their first 10 games and are moving into the second part of this long season. Of course, as we head into the middle part of June, still about a month and a half left to go, And they're going to have to get it going here and try to finish out a little bit better because Jamestown and Geneva are setting the bar. Geneva, of course, is a team that the Pioneers have continuously had trouble with. As we look around the out-of-town scoreboard, the Jamestown Tarp Skunks have come away with a victory in Game 1 of their doubleheader here tonight, 4-2 over the Niagara Power. In the bottom of the first, the Albany Dutchmen, Amsterdam Mohawks tied at 0. Everything else is in pregame at the moment. Utica and Watertown was supposed to be a 6 o'clock start. Not sure what's going on there. Oneonta and Socrates has been delayed due to rain. Mohawk Valley and Auburn are in pregame right now. We'll turn it over to the in-house PA to get you all set for the start here as Stitches takes to the field. We'll be back. All right. And after another beautiful rendition of the national anthem here at historic Dunn Field, we get set for first pitch as Miss Incredible ready to throw that one out. So Miss Incredible gets the wave and is ready to throw. Delivery. And that throw was incredible. She gets it all the way back behind home plate. And now it looks like we're going to get ready for the game. So, the Pioneers will set in the field as we take a look around, and I'll do a little favor for my buddy watching from home, Colby Smith, who was with me out there in Geneva. Thanks again. As around the outfield, Aaron Thomas plays left, Chris Erickson over at center, and in right field, Dom Popa around the infield. Over at third base, Justin Taylor. Shortstop, Donovan Montgomery. Second base, South Trimble. And at first base, Bobby Marsh. Behind the dish, Ben Shore. And out there on the mound, Holden Wilder to start things off. Wilder comes back in after a successful first start. But right now he's coming in as a freshman at Wofford, a right-handed pitcher. Before attending Wofford, Holden was a 3-year starter at the Wesleyan School, where he was named All-Region twice. During his senior year, Wilder had 38 strikeouts and 18.1 innings with a 1.90 ERA. Named Perfect Game Honorable Mention All-American, and an Under Armour Honorable Mention All-American before this season. In his first start, back, about a week ago at this point, Wilder had the opportunity to get in and was able to put up, some decent numbers there as he pitched 4 full innings, only allowing 6 hits. He gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Those are solid numbers. I mean, the ERA doesn't reflect it, but he came out and had a solid start for the Pioneers. Is going to have to reflect that again here tonight, as the Pioneers have had a lot of trouble against this Batavia Muckdogs team. But they'll be looking for some rebounds after last night's interesting affair. As I said, we're not going to get too much into that, as Andrew Drum kind of glossed over that back in Coach's Corner. But they definitely feel the need to get a win against this brand new team, as the pitch is going to be coming down here in just a moment. So, top of the first inning, about to kick off. It is getting very buggy up here in the press box area high above Dunn Field, as the ball comes back in to Holden Wilder. And the first man to greet him going to be Cameron Conley. Conley comes up here tonight as he steps into the batter's box. Taking a look back at the stats, he's batting .300, 3 for 10 on the season, including a triple. As leadoff batter, he's 0 for 1, as that's taken high and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. So the Pioneers start things off behind the 8 ball a little bit, 1 ball, no strikes. As Conley steps back up, the wind and pitch from Wilder, cut on and fouled away. This one's going to get out of the stadium, so that reminds you to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Conley steps right back in. He'll be playing second base here tonight. The pitch, taken for a ball, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to start off the first batter, as Wilder looks to get settled in. Starting out here at historic Dunn Field. High and inside, 3-1. So a 3-1 count to Conley. He'll be followed up by Abner Benitez, who's playing left field here tonight. 3-1 count. Wilder gets set. He delivers. Taken, that's in there for a strike, 3-2. So the first full count of the evening to the first batter he faces as Holden Wilder goes back to work. Checks on the batter. He delivers. Taken. That one's right up the middle. That's going to be a single, as he'll get to first base easily. And the first man is on tonight for Batavia. So Abner Benitez, the next man up. He is batting .357 on the season, 15 hits on 42 at-bats, has a double, a triple, and 2 home runs, and includes 6 RBIs. As Benitez comes back up, a runner stands on first base, and Batavia has the first hit of the ballgame. So a long check over as Wilder moves right into the stretch, as that's a little bit low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. as we'll see what kind of leash the Pioneers pitching staff has tonight. As I mentioned previously, almost their entire lineup yesterday was filled with pitchers playing positional spots, as this one's chopped back up towards center field. Should be playable. No, that's going to bounce in. And a quick throw in. So 2 hits to start off this game for the Batavia Muckdogs, as the Elmira Pioneers falling behind the 8 ball a little bit here. So 2 singles to start this off as Spencer Marcus heads to the plate. Marcus so far on the season, one of the best hitters on the team, .457, as he is the best hitter with anything more than 2 at-bats, 16 hits in 35 attempts. 3 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Wilder gets set. The pitch. Taken for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to start off the at-bat. As Marcus steps back in that right-handed batter's box. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here. 2 quick hits for the Muckdogs. In their first strike on the outside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. As again, Wilder getting set. Wind is blowing, as you can see out there by the flag out in center field. The pitch taken off the outside corner, 2-1. As you can hear that Batavia Muckdogs bench from even all the way up here. They're a boisterous group, to say the least. 2 balls, 1 strike. As getting back set, Wilder delivers. Cut on, drilled out there towards right. That is going to get west of the foul, or get east of the foul line, I guess in this case. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count. 2-2 with 2 men on. As the DJ trying to get these guys to make some noise in here for your Elmira Pioneers. A little bit of a cooler day, so shouldn't have to deal with so much of the heat issues that you get later in the game. As getting back set. The check, the pitch. Inside, 3-2, and the Pioneers wanted that one. So another full count here early in this one. As runners stand on first and second base. See what Wilder throws to Marcus. The pitch. Taken down the middle, a looking strike, as that will be the first out here in the inning. So, looking strikeout for Marcus, and that'll bring up Charlie Swycounty. Swycounty batting .273, 9 hits in 33 attempts, 3 doubles on the record books, and 3 RBIs, looking to help out his stats there. So, Swycounty steps up. 1 out, as the Pioneers would love to turn 2 here. Haven't had a lot of chances. A lot of these balls that have been hit in these first 2 hits have been nowhere near a fielder's. That one's chopped out there to right. Right fielder backing up. Now he's going to have to play that one off the wall, and it falls straight down. This is going to bring around 1. A second run coming around as well. The quick throw in towards home is not going to be in time. Gets by the catcher, and the man on third almost went running as well. Quickly 2-0 for the Batavia Muckdogs. As only 1 out so far here. And the Muckdogs quickly taking advantage as man reaches third. I believe he did it on the throw, however, so we'll wait and see. We'll check with the official score, but I think that's going to be a double reaching on the throw. 2 runs, 3 hits. As everybody's pinched in on the infield grass, certainly don't want to let up any more runs. As coming up is Daniel Burroway. Burroway this season, .212 hitter, 7 for 33, as that one is high, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. As again, Burroway, the designated hitter here tonight. As Wilder getting set, the pitch. Cut on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Our first Tioga Down showdown of the night. As again, coming back and set. Wilder delivers. Cut on and missed again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. 1 out. As Wilder trying to recover his footing a little bit here after giving up 2 runs to start this game off. The pitch. Cut on, popped up into foul territory. This one going towards the batter's cage, and that will hit off the tarp. So 1-2 count one more time. Right back to the mound. Wilder. Getting set in there as he takes the look. Checks on that runner over third. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and miss, strike 3. So 2 outs now for Holden Wilder. As he's got 1 looking, 1 swinging, and that'll bring up Jerry Reinhardt. Reinhardt, the Batavian native, batting .258, 8 for 31 on the season. He does have a double, a triple, and 8 RBIs to his credit. As getting back set at the plate, Reinhardt taking a look. The pitch. Cut on and missed by Reinhardt, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Already gotten through 5 batters in this inning. 2 have come around to score. 2 have been out, and the last one standing over there on third base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. So, right back to it. Wilder. Just trying to find his way through this top of the first. It has been a struggle so far. The pitch. Inside. Oh, inside corner for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. As looking for 1 more punch out. He's got 2 already here in the top of the first. The pitch. Cut on. Drilled out there towards center. This one hanging. Can of corn. And that will do it for the top of the first inning. After half an inning, the Pioneers trail 2-0 and will come up for the first time here tonight. We'll be back after this on Mixlr.com, your home for Pioneers action all season long.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers.
Drive. Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, and with that, the Pioneers will come up to the plate. Don Popa set to lead things off as after a rough top of the first inning, the Elmira Pioneers need some help out here in the form of some offense. Has been a hard place for them to get here early on in this season. Popa as a leadoff batter, batting .500. He's 1 for 2. So the man out of the University of Pittsburgh steps up to the plate. The pitch. Taken for a strike on the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike. As my apologies again here, folks. Popa has stepped up to the plate. 2-0 lead. Cut on and popped out there towards left field in foul territory. That is going to get down. So no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. As Popa trying to get the offense started for the Pioneers. Both the shortstop and the third baseman chased that one a long way. As again, Elmira. Stepping in. Popa trying to get going. As getting back set. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and pop back up towards the roof. That one will get way out of play. Another reminder, make the right decision, insist on our good friends at Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. Popa gets back set. Looking in. The wind and the pitch. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it's a ball and 2 strikes as Popa staying alive here. Takes a look. 1 and 2 the count. The set and the pitch. Take in. High again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As he is working Dathan McGrath. I'll give you a little feel about him after this at-bat concludes. The pitch. Cut on. Drilled out there towards right. If it stays fair. And no, it's a caught ball by the right fielder. So there's the first out. As a fly ball the 9. We'll bring up Donovan Montgomery. Montgomery, one of the hottest hitters on the team. 12 for 32, batting .375. On the other side, told you we'd get you some information about McGrath here, and we'll have that for you in just another second as he gets set. First pitch to Montgomery. In there for a strike right down the middle, 0-1. So McGrath, 5.40 ERA, has lost a game, has appeared in 2, pitched 8.1 innings, as that's in there for strike 2. So a very quick start for McGrath so far. As Dathan McGrath sets back out, wearing those high stirrup socks on his uniform, the pitch. Cut on, and that one's popped up as the first baseman trying to head over. As the second baseman falls over, and the first baseman will make the catch in foul territory, so 2 very quick outs on the Pioneers. That's going to bring up Cam Hill. Cam Hill playing the extra hitter spot tonight. Has been a huge part of this Pioneers offense early on in this season. As he steps up, Hill, so far on the season, he's batting .333, 12 for 36. Come around to score 5 times. Does have the lone home run for the Pioneers this season. And 5 RBIs to his credit. First pitch. Cut on right back up the middle. And that is going to be a base hit. A little bit of trouble fielding that out there in shallow center. But the Pioneers have a base runner. And that'll bring up Cam Hill's teammate, Ben Shore. Shore comes up for the first time here tonight. Shore this season batting .273, 9 for 33 on the year. Both of these guys from Auburn. Shore, of course, was rated the number 3 catcher in Georgia by Perfect Game. Shore gets set. The pitch. Taken for a strike right down the gut. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Pioneers do have a hit on the line score right now. As Shore looking for contact here, batting in that number 4 spot as that's flipped over and the shortstop stumbled. That'll be another single as that goes right to the left fielder. So with 2 outs, the Pioneers now threatening to do something as Bobby Marsh, the first baseman, comes up. Back-to-back singles for the Elmira Pioneers. As I said, Bobby Marsh, the first baseman, stepping up to the plate. He's out of Belafonte High, just finished his senior season, will be heading for Florida Atlantic University. In just 2 at-bats so far, he has 1 hit, so he's hitting a clean .500 with a double. If he can double here, he can get this game pretty dang close. 2 runs for the Batavia Muckdogs in the top of the first. The Pioneers now have a runner in scoring position as Marsh waits. The pitch. Taken for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 3 hits for the Muckdogs in the top of the first, 2 hits for the Pios in the bottom. See if the Pios can get 1 more hit and tie up this game. 2-0 right now in favor of the visiting Batavia Muckdogs. These two met in a exhibition yesterday. That one's fouled off, and fouled off way inside the hands. Marsh appears to be okay. Bobby Marsh stepping back in. Again, he's a left-handed batter against right-handed pitching. The edge should go to the hitter in this situation. Get a little bit more of that vision of the ball, I guess. As the check and the runner at second. Ball is thrown. This one pushed into shallow right, but the second baseman going to grab it. And that will leave 2 men on as we head to the top of the second inning. Pioneers trailing 2-0. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on Mixlr.com.
Extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years' experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
All right, and with that, we are back as the Dress Like a Pioneer contest is coming to an end. Both guys ran the bases. I think White is going to get there first. So it's always a fun time here at historic Dunn Field. The second inning will start with the Batavia Muckdogs up 2-0 as they look to add on to that lead. Blair Frederick going to lead things off here in the top of the second inning. Frederick so far this season is getting going. He's trying to step in and create a little bit of havoc here as he bats from the left-hand side of the plate. Again, as he waits and takes a long look. See what he can do here. The look, the pitch popped up there towards center field. Ranging back is Erickson. He's got a read and will make the grab. So, first pitch of the inning results in an out. As the fly out to the center fielder, the same way they ended the first, will start the second. That'll bring up Bryce Mortellaro. Mortellaro batting $133, 2 for 15 on the season. Has come around to score 3 times. So, Mortellaro steps up. He's been doing the catching here so far tonight. Here in the top of the second, the first pitch from Wilder. Taken for a ball a little bit inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. As that'll be the first pitch to get by the batter, as that one's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out as that one hits the umpire on the foul tip. So we've got our second Tioga Down showdown of the night. As Mortellaro talking with the third base coach, trying to give the umpire a little bit of time towards the plate now. Again, he's looking to improve on that 2 for 15. He does have an RBI on that as well as the pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. As Wilder trying to recover from a rough start there in the first. The pitch cut on, drilled towards the second baseman. That'll be scooped up, thrown over to first in plenty of time. And the Pioneers now have 2 outs. As that'll bring up Joe Georger. Georgia this season batting .286. He's 2 for 7 on the season. Come around to score twice. Does have 2 total bases to his credit as he's walked as well at time. See what he can do here. As Wilder trying to make short work of this top of the second. Comes back set. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, drilled out there towards right center. That will get down. The right fielder will make the grab and toss it back in quickly, but that'll be the 4th hit so far for the Batavia Muckdogs. So another single for Joe Georger as Trey Bacon, the extra hitter, comes up. Bacon stepping in. As again, the look. Cut on and fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. To start off here in the top of the second. Runner standing on first again. So one issue the Batavia Muckdogs have not had is getting hits. 4 already here in the first 1 2/3. As that one bounces in, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 count. As again, Pioneers trying to get out of this top half of the inning. Have a 2-run deficit now and would love to get back in and start with the offense as that one's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 count. As Bacon steps back in here to check over to first. Wilder sets, delivers. Taken for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another Tioga Down showdown. As a long look as the Pioneers trying to get out of this. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll take us to the bottom of the second. No runs come across. 1 hit has been added. And the Pioneers still trailing 2-0. We'll be back here on Mixler.com and YouTube Live. Stay with us.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, that's reward enough. Earn it health, it's what we do.
All right, Chris Erickson stepping up to the plate next, the center fielder. As he comes in, take a long look. Erickson batting .259 on the year, 7 for 27, including a double. First pitch, cut on, and not wasting any time. That one goes foul. No balls, 1 strike to Erickson. Erickson made a dandy of a catch back in the first, and to start off the second as well. So, bottom of the second inning, Pioneers trailing by 2. Erickson waits, the pitch, cut on and miss, strike 2. So, some rough work from Dathan McGrath so far as he has limited the Pioneers to 2 hits through 1 inning. As Erickson gets set. The wind and the pitch. Taken high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. As he gets back set, McGrath taking a long look from the mound. Pitches inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count. As Erickson is to be in protect mode here, but certainly looking for his pitch. Cut on and fouled back, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, one more time to the Pioneers center fielder. Getting back set is McGrath. As Erickson would love to reach base. He is certainly speedy enough, has had plenty of success on the base pass. The pitch, cut on, drilled out there towards right. That's going to get down. Erickson will reach. And the Pioneers earn themselves another hit, their third of the night, as Erickson steps on first base. That brings up South Trimble. Trimble, the second baseman here tonight, as he steps in. Trimble on the season batting 130, 3 for 23 so far, but one of those 3 was a double. He's out of George Mason, sophomore infielder, getting his crack at the bat here. The pitch, taken outside, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out, as Erickson takes his lead. Taking a look. The line, the pitch. Cut on, drilled out there towards third. Erickson is off on the crack of the bat. He will reach second easily. He takes a large turn. And debates going to third, but they hold him up at second base. So, quick put out there for the first out. No, they're going to send him back. I'm not sure what happened there, but okay. So, apparently, 1 ball and 1 strike. I still didn't see the signal as they bring Trimble back to the batter's box. 1-1 count. The throw over. Not in time. Erickson gets back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trimble. Stepping back in. He waits. The pitch delivered. Bunt is laid down the third base line. That's going to get foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 with the runner standing over there on first base. Erickson will return. So now Trimble going to have to swing away after attempting to lay down that bunt. Would love to find some space. There's a lot of it up the middle, right where Erickson's going to be trying to get to. Gets back set. The wind and the pitch. Taken. That one's going to be ball 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Has the check over. Erickson, not much of a lead as that one's thrown in there, swung on and missed. So that... No, they're going to say he fouled it off. My apologies again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2, nobody out. The look. As Trimble getting a second chance here. The pitch, cut on, drilled out there towards the pitcher's mound. Erickson racing for second base. He's going to get there. Trimble will be out at first. So, same result that we had back about 4 pitches ago, but Trimble out at first. Erickson moves to second and into scoring position. That brings up Aaron Thomas, the left fielder. As Thomas steps in, he's batting $143, 4 for 28, 2 doubles to his credit. As he's got a runner standing out there at second base. First baseman playing incredibly close to that infield grass over there. As now we'll see what the Muckdogs do here, as that one's thrown in a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Send that ball back out to the mound as the pitcher running through his pitches in his head. McGrath getting set, checking back on the runner at second. Erickson still not a huge lead out there. He is certainly well known for being able to take a base, but the pitch comes inside again, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. As again, Elmira looking to bring around a run. It's a 2-0 lead right now for the Batavia Muckdogs. The pitch, cut on, drilled down the third base line, but foul, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Pioneers have just about caught the Muckdogs in hits, but the runs, which is the part that matters, still struggling a little bit here. They do have a runner in scoring position with just 1 out. As Thomas gets set, McGrath checks on the runner a couple of times, and the pitch thrown, but the umpire had called time. So no pitch there, 2 balls, 1 strike. As Thomas adjusts the batting gloves and steps back in. Taking a long read at the runner at second, but really the second baseman's still a few feet off there as that one's cut on by Thomas, drilled right back towards the press box. And that'll make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Thomas steps back in as he takes a look. Wind blowing out there towards right field now, judging by the flag out at center. As Erickson has his lead, the pitch cut on and missed. That will be strike 3, and that will be the second out of the inning. As the next man up, going to be Justin Taylor, number 9 in the order. So Taylor making his way to the plate. He'll be another one of those left-handed batters as McGrath looks in. Taylor trying to get set. His start so far hasn't been what he would have wanted. Just 118, 2 for 17 on the year. As Taylor out of Millersville, the pitch taken right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike. Taylor trying to get set. He waits. The wind and the pitch from McGrath. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. No movement from Erickson as of yet. He is comfortably entrenched out there at second base. Stepping back in, Justin Taylor, the third baseman. He gets set. As the check on Erickson. Again, the shortstop a little too far out to catch him leading. As this one's hit towards first, scooped up by the first baseman. Taylor rushing over there, but not going to make it. A perfect 3-1 play that'll strand a runner as we head to the top of the third. Elmira Pioneers trailing 2-0 here at historic Dunn Field. We'll be back after this.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the...
All right, my apologies there as the Muckdogs come back up to the plate, and it'll be the top of the order, Cameron Conley, who's already singled here tonight. He steps in again, 1 for 1. Came around to score as well back then, as that one will be blasted off, and my apologies again. That one will bounce off and go towards the wall. As that pitch thrown back in quickly, this is going to get him all the way to third base in time with the dive. And again, it'll start it off real quick with a runner on third base. As now that's going to bring up Abner Benitez. So neither of these first couple of hitters have had too much of an issue. Has a big triple off the wall out there. Now, the Pioneers having to play on the infield again. First pitch here from Wilder. Be a big one, as that one is low, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. As getting back set, Benitez. Taking a look. Got to be very wary of that runner at third. This one chopped up and foul. That one will get out of play. We remind you again to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber collision and auto glass. So all the infielders will stay camped in on the infield grass, hoping for something they can knock down here in the top of the third. Don't want to allow another Muckdogs run to cross, as that one's fouled off too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. As the Muckdogs have added another hit here with that triple. So, ball and 2 strikes so far. The next pitch, cut on, and that will get foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes one more time. 1-2. As the finish in plays from the DJ booth here in the top of the third inning. It'd be hard to limit the Muckdogs here with a runner standing just 90 feet from home. The pitch, high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count. As again, Dunfield playing rather large out there in the outfield. Back in set, Holden Wilder delivers. Fouled off again. 2 balls, 2 strikes one more time as Benitez driving up the pitch count. So Wilder right back as he gets set. Looking for that put away pitch. He shakes off the first sign. Has the second. They call time for Benitez. So Wilder knows what he's looking for now. Pioneers trailing 2-0 here. Those 2 runs came back in the top of the first inning. Wilder sets, delivers, cut on, fouled off again, and we'll do 2-2 one more time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, as the umpire needs some more baseballs. 2-2 count. The lights are already on here at historic Dunfield. As again, Wilder steps back on the mound. We'll check inside the pitch. Benitez chops that one over towards third, and it gets foul, and they blow that one dead immediately. I thought it was fairly clear it hit in foul territory. The third base coach disagreed. And we still have the 2-2 count, as we'll do it again. So Wilder, again, looking for something grounded towards one of these infielders. Or if he can get the punch out, that would be ideal. Getting back set, the pitch from Wilder. Cut on and missed, swinging strikeout. As Benitez goes down. And that's going to bring up Spencer Marcus. Marcus went down on a full count, just watching the one cross the plate for, well, that was back the first out in inning number 1. So, another strikeout here. That will be the 4th one on the day here for Holden Wilder. The next pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1. As again, the Pioneers infield all on the infield grass. Trying to keep that runner from third right where he is. The pitch from Wilder, cut off and fouled again, 0-2. As now, Spencer Marcus, already 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeout. See what the Pioneers pitching staff can do here as Holden Wilder gets set. Winds and delivers. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. So after a triple to start things off, the Pioneers 1 out away from getting out of this inning. However, a very tough out to get. Charlie Swycounty, who had a 2 RBI triple in his first time up, but then he was stranded at third base. So infield returns to regular playing depth as Swycounty steps in. Swycounty getting set. Wilder has his sign, delivers, bounces one up, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. As again, Wilder gets set. The pitch, fouled off, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Holden Wilder going right back, trying to put a 0 up on the board after giving up a leadoff triple. Swycounty again 1 for 1 with the triple back in the first inning. That triple drove in 2 runs. Swycounty gets set again. The pitch from Wilder, bounced in there one more time. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 count. 2-0 lead for the Muckdogs as they battle here in the top of the third inning. Swycounty Waits the pitch. Cut on. Drilled towards the third baseman. Knocked down. Thrown over to first. In time. And that will be the third out. The Pioneers managed to strand that runner as we head for the bottom of the third, as the Pioneers still have a 2-0 deficit to overcome, but it didn't get any worse. We'll be back here on themixer.com and on YouTube Live.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well, that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health, it's what we do.
All right, and with that being said, we are back here for Superhero Night, and the Pioneers will be looking for a superhero effort out of Gil Murad to get things started off here in the bottom of the third. The pitch, taken for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 count. As the third inning kicks off for Dathan McGrath. The pitch cut on by Murad towards right field. Easy catch for the right fielder. And that'll be the first out of the inning. As we go back to the top, and Dom Popa. So Popa steps in. Popa coming into the left-handed side batter's box. We talked about him a little bit earlier, but out of the University of Pittsburgh, Popa was named Almanac Rookie of the Year, named to All-Section Team all 3 years as well. As Popa takes a look, the pitch, cut on and fouled back. No balls, 1 strike, as that one gets out of play. Make the right decision. Insist on our good friends at Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. Pioneers trailing 2-0 still. As the Muckdogs going right back to work. The pitch taken high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. Popa stepping right back in. 2-0 deficit to overcome here for the Elmira Pioneers. Popa gets set. Long look as McGrath comes and delivers. Taken for a ball. 2-1. 2-1 count here. Bottom of the third, 1 out already. Pioneers desperate need of base runners. As the next pitch bounced up and passed. 3 balls, 1 strike. Little control issue on that one for McGrath. 3-1 count. As Popa gets set. He waits. The umpire retrieves the ball and comes back himself, giving McGrath the go-ahead sign. Popa waiting. The pitch taken and hits Popa. So on the 3-1 count, he will earn the walk, but he gets it from the hit by pitch as Popa goes down to first base. So the Pioneers have a base runner again, and that's going to bring up Donovan Montgomery. Montgomery, so far this season, will have hit .364 with runners on base. In 22 attempts, he's had 10 RBIs. Now again, 1 out. Runner stands on first base. Montgomery could help the Pioneers' effort out quite a bit here if he can get a hit. Bottom of the third inning. As Montgomery waits. The pitch taken inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Second time in 2 pitches that McGrath has come very, very close to a Pioneers batter. Hitting the first one. As now again, the pitch. Fake run. No, Popa is going. And that will get by, and he will head to third. On the throwdown, Popa goes all the way to third after the shortstop couldn't backstop that one. And that'll be the first error of the night, as the Pioneers get all the way to third base after the hit by pitch. And now Popa 90 feet from home, and Montgomery has a 2-0 count. Little conversation at the mound with the first and second baseman. As now Montgomery will be looking to drive in this runner. See what the Pioneers get here for defense. It looks like all of the Batavian Muckdogs will gather on the infield grass here with less than 2 outs. So if Montgomery can put something into shallow right, left, or center, he could be running for a little bit. The pitch bounced in there. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 count. As again, McGrath trying to avoid putting Montgomery on base. He hit the second batter of the inning. As Montgomery waits, he takes ball 4 and will head for first. So, back-to-back times the batter has reached. First time by the hit by pitch, the second time courtesy of the walk. So Montgomery heads down to first, now runners at the corners as Cam Hill comes up. He has a single back earlier in this one. As now signs coming here from the catcher indicating what he wants done. We'll see if Montgomery's off and running, as they may try to get the catcher to throw down. Popa could certainly head for home, and he is off and running on the first pitch. The quick throw over there to short, and a quick throw back as a bounced ball. That was an interesting approach, as the Pioneers now have 2 runners in scoring position. The tying run standing out there at second base. They knew Montgomery was going to be heading for second, but the catcher, instead of trying to get the out, threw down to the shortstop, trying to catch Popa leading off of third base. Didn't quite work out the way they planned. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. As now, infielders back on the infield grass. Cam Hill looking to put one in play. The pitch taken again, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. No, a strike, excuse me, a late strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. Cut on and fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. As now Hill, the extra hitter, looking to just put a ball in play. As Hill waits. The pitch from McGrath here. Delivered. That one will get foul, and outside the stadium, make the right decision. Insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. Cam Hill gets set. He waits as McGrath comes back set. He delivers. Taken high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count. 1 out. As again, McGrath trying to pitch around some trouble. Pioneers were able to do it in the top half of the third. As the pitch from McGrath cut on and drilled towards the Pioneers bench. 2-2 one more time. There's an open base at first as well. Of course, Ben Shore, the next man up, he singled as well back in the first inning. So we'll see how they approach Hill with only 1 out. 2-2. The pitch from McGrath cut on and drilled down the foul line. That gets foul, so 2-2 one more time. All of the infielders on the infield grass. A little looper would drive in at least 1, if not 2. Pioneers just looking for contact here. As the pitch cut on, drilled back up the middle. That's going to get down and should score both runs. Montgomery is coming around. Standing at first is Cam Hill, and that will tie the ball game. So Cam Hill with the single, as he earns himself 2 RBIs. As both Montgomery and Popa come around to score, and it's a tie game, back 2-2 here in the bottom of the third. So Ben Shore comes up, The catcher out of Auburn will step back in. The umpire had to go retrieve some baseballs. As McGrath, certainly anxious out there. As you can see, he's playing a little bit with the baseball out on the mound. As again, pulling the infield in really opened that one up. If they had been playing in regular position, not saying they would have made the out, but certainly would have been tougher to bring around that runner from second. As the pitch cut on, drilled by Shore, and that gets through for another base hit. So, on the first pitch he sees, Ben Shore moves the runner along, and now Hill will stand in scoring position. That's going to bring up Bobby Marsh, the first baseman, as a pitcher has begun to work down in the Muckdogs bullpen. So, catcher and hitter having conversations again. Still just one out as the Pioneers now have 5 hits themselves. And it's a 2-all game. Threatening as Marsh comes up. An elongated conversation out here at the mound as that's finally broken up. Catcher heads back for the plate. 2 runs in the top of the first for the Batavia Muckdogs. 2 runs here in the bottom of the third for the Pioneers so far. Just 1 out as the runners stand on first and second base. Getting set, Bobby Marsh. Marsh headed to Florida Atlantic University in the fall as that one's drilled down towards the bullpen. No balls, 1 strike. Marsh not waiting on anything. He was swinging at the first pitch. See what he can do here. As getting back set, McGrath steps off the mound. He's going to reset. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch taken for strike 2, 0-2. As the Pioneers don't like that call. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As again, Elmira threatening with runners at first and second. Bobby Marsh will step out of the batter's box. Taking a couple of practice cuts and steps back in. So freshly graduated Bobby Marsh waiting. The check on the runner, the pitch. Cut on by Marsh and again, a little bit foul. No balls, 2 strikes. As Marsh comes right back in. A little different, especially out of the high school leagues coming in here. Your first summer of wood bat ball. As the Massachusetts natives waiting on the next pitch, 0-2. He gets set, the pitch, cut on, drilled over there towards first, gets through, and that will score a leading run for the Pioneers. A little trouble fielding, has another chance. That'll score a run and put runners at first and third now. Bobby Marsh comes up big. As Shore goes to third, Cam Hill will score, and the Pioneers now have a 3-2 lead. Now, getting the infield where they want him, catcher will now head out for the mound as manager Joe Martinez heads out to talk to his hurler. This may be the end of the day, as it looks like we'll get a new pitcher coming in. We'll step aside for 30 seconds, be right back here on Mixler.com, your home for Pioneers baseball all season long.
Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, so the Muckdog is going to have a brand new pitcher here as they get set. Take a look here as he's going to take a few practice pitches. That'll call the day on McGrath. He's still responsible for the 2 runners out there, as it looks like the new pitcher to the game going to be Tyler Prospero. Prospero comes in out of Niagara University. As we'll get you some numbers on Tyler Prospero here. Prospero on the season has come in 4.5 ERA, has appeared in 2 games, started 1, has pitched 6 innings so far, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. So we'll see what he can do here against the Pioneers with runners at first and third. As Elmira, with just 1 out, has done some damage here. 3 runs already put up on the board here in the bottom of the third inning, coming back from a 2-0 deficit after, well, the top of the first was a rough one for the Pioneers. But, again, they bounce back, and you like to see that, especially here in the bottom of the third inning. Bobby Marsh able to get a single as well. That's going to bring up Chris Erickson, who last inning hit a single, got to second before nobody else could advance him. 6 hits so far for the Elmira Pioneers. As now, Prospero will step in. So, Prospero in, as he will try to close out this bottom of the third. 2 2/3 innings for McGrath. He gave up 6, 3 runs as well, as Prospero steps in. This inning, he got the first out, but wasn't able to do anything after that. As now, Erickson waits. The pitch taken, ball 1, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at the corners, first and third. Only 1 out. As we'll see what the Pioneers plan to do here. First baseman Bobby Marsh over there at first. Not sure about his speed. Haven't seen him on the base paths too much as of yet. The pitch cut on, drilled out there by Erickson, heading back. That's going straight to center field. Dropped in center field. So a chance here for the Pioneers. They're definitely going to score 1. The runner moves to third, and they mark that a hit. So that is the 7th of the ball game, as the Pioneers will see their man get to second. Chris Erickson, a heck of a play, earns himself the RBI as Shore comes around to score. And now the Pioneers with runners at second and third. A chance to really break this one open as South Trimble gets up. They're going to bring Trimble. They're going to bring all the infielders in here on him as he steps up. Runners at second and third, 1 out. The pitch to Trimble, fouled off, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Already 4 runs across as the Pioneers going to work. Chance to drive in 2 more for Trimble if he can just put it over the head of one of these infielders. The pitch taken for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. As Trimble comes back in. He did ground out to the pitcher his first time up. Prospero setting again. The line, the pitch taken in there for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. The umpire says it was high. So Trimble stepping back in. Looking out as Prospero getting set. 4-2 right now, Pioneers. Prospero sets back on the mound. Has his sign, delivers. Cut on by Trimble, and that's fouled back into the umpire. He's going to need a second. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. They tell the catcher to head out to the mound as the umpire bent over here. He is holding on to his arm as that ball got fouled. Came right back on the home plate umpire. He is not wanting anybody to touch him as he takes his ball cap, continues to back off from the people there as he and the infield umpire will have a conversation. Just an odd foul ball there, as some more talking down here. This will cause a little bit of a delay as the home plate umpire back up and standing. Some water brought out from the Batavia dugout. So, Again, 2 balls, 2 strike count here as Trimble fouled that one off. It hit the umpire right on that forearm. All of the Muckdogs at the mound having a conversation, save for the third baseman. Trimble talking with Andrew Drum. As, again, the umpire trying to work it out. These pitchers don't just throw like little leaguers. They are up in the 80s, 90 mile an hour. Getting it fouled off, it goes even faster. So you got to imagine that's a rough hit. As the umpire appears to be okay, he will head back behind the plate. To a round of applause from everyone. Clenching at his hand there. Appears to be okay. Now the catcher will check in on him. 2 ball, 2 strike count, 1 out. As now some more conversation between those Muckdogs infielders. The Pioneers trying to get going here. South Trimble would love to find a ball that gets through this infield. The pitch. Cut on. This one is drilled out there towards right. If it stays fair, it is fair. That is going to drive around 1. The second run coming around. Trimble is hustling. He's going to go to third. As now Trimble slides in and he is safe on the triple. As Trimble will get to third base, the Pioneers will plate 2 more, and it is a 6-2 ball game. Another 2 RBIs, as that brings up Aaron Thomas, and Prospero having some trouble out here. Prospero has yet to record an out, as Thomas steps in. 6-2 Pioneers. The infield still all crowded around the infield grass. Thomas waits. Prospero looking. The pitch. Cut on. This one drilled out to center. This should be deep enough as Trimble will tag. He goes back and heads for home. And that will be a sac fly to drive in another run. And the Pioneers have a 7-2 lead. As Justin Taylor will head for the home plate. Nobody on base now for the first time in a while. As Prospero gets set, looking for one more out. The Pioneers putting up a 7 spot here in the bottom of the third inning. The pitch inside to Taylor. 1 ball. No strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Getting back set. Check, and the pitch. Prospero inside again. 2 balls, no strikes. Getting a little close to Justin Taylor. 7-2 now. The Pioneers have the lead. Taylor steps right back in. 2-0. Coming back set. The pitch. Cut on by Taylor, popped out towards foul territory, and that will break the bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Some more talking down here from the Pioneers' side of the field. 2 balls, 1 strike. So, Taylor searching for a bat. He grounded out first base to the pitcher. As now Taylor will head back. Taylor has a new piece of lumber. 2-1. 2 outs. As Elmira working their way through. Taylor is the 10th batter to come up this inning. Gil Marad led things off. He is on deck again. Coming back set. The pitch. Taken. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1. 2 outs. As Taylor trying to lap this inning by getting on base again. The pitch. Taken inside, ball 4. And now, folks, the man who let it off 10 batters ago will come up. Gil Marad. He flew out to the right fielder and gets another chance in this bottom of the third. 7 have scored, 2 have gotten out, and 1 stands at first base. Gilmarod getting set. Nobody up in the bullpen. Prospero to try to finish off this inning. Gilmarod waiting. The pitch. Taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. So 7-2 as the Batavia Muckdogs trying to battle here. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. As Murad waits. Prospero checks the runner, delivers. Cut on by Murad, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As the Pioneers have officially batted around. Murad trying to keep that going. 1-1. The check from Prospero over to first. As Murad waits, the pitch. That one outside. That's a ball thrown towards the runner, but a stolen base now. So, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. As Prospero and the catcher will get together on signs. 2-1 count. Gil Murad trying to keep it alive as, again, Justin Taylor earns himself a stolen base. As the Muckdogs dealing with a runner in scoring position with 2 men out. Was a little surprised to see Taylor go there, but the Pioneers going to stay aggressive despite a 5-run lead right now. As Murad takes a look. Second baseman goes over to cover second. Now he'll return to position. The pitch. Cut on and miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A Tioga down showdown. As 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. One more time. 7-2. As Prospero gets set. Murad looking for contact. Prospero checking on that runner. Nobody close enough to cover. The pitch. Cut on, drilled towards first, and that will be snagged up. An unassisted run over to first, as that will finally end the inning. But the Pioneers put up a 7 spot and pat around. They have a 7-2 lead going in to the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
And we are back as the top of the 4th about to start up. So, Pioneers a very successful bottom of the 3rd. As now Batavia going to go back to work and try to battle their way back into this one. As Daniel Burway comes up, he struck out his first at bat. Burway waits as Wilder right back to work in there for a strike, 0-1. So a smart pitch from Wilder, starting things off. No balls, 1 strike. Welcome back into Superhero Night at historic Dunn Field. As Wilder going back to work. He gets set and delivers outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. as the Pioneers here in the top of the fourth would love to put up another 0. The pitch taken for a ball, 2-1. Wilder wanted that one. He held on for a long time waiting to see if it would get called. 2-1 the count. The pitch cut on, drilled out there towards left. Should be playable, and it is. So the first out, a fly out. Over to the left fielder as Jerry Reinhardt comes up. Reinhardt 0 for 1. He flew out to the center fielder back in the first to end the inning. As the Batavia native trying to help his guys get back into this one. They had a 2-0 lead after 2, and then that bottom of the third certainly bit Batavia on the backside. We'll see if they can get back into it. So right back in. A long look from Reinhardt. The pitch from Holden Wilder. Cut on and missed, 0-1. Well, you can't score 5 runs with one swing of the bat, but don't tell that to Jerry Reinhardt. He's sure trying. Reinhardt steps back in. 0-1. The pitch taken for strike 2, 0-2. Reinhardt not happy with that call, 0-2. 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. The wind and the pitch fouled away, 0-2 again. 0-2 is the Elmira Pioneers. Again, trying to put up a 0. As once again, getting back set. The pitch. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2, 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. The Elmira Pioneers putting up a big bottom of the third as the pitch cut on and missed. That will be strike 3, and Holden Wilder putting another K up on the board. That's going to bring up Blair Frederick. So, again, the Pioneers through the first 2 batters as Frederick, who flew out to center field, back in the top of the second on the first pitch he saw. See what he does here. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 from Holden Wilder. Wilder here into his fourth inning of work. As again, Frederick waits. The pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Frederick, the center fielder tonight, has had to be a little busy as some pass balls and, well, just ground balls have certainly found their way out to him. The wind and the pitch from Wilder. Cut on, drilled back towards his position as he's going to earn himself a hit. He'll stand on first base with the 6th run of the night for the Muckdogs. So, still 2 outs. As that'll bring up Bryce Mortellaro. Mortellaro grounded out 4-3 back in the second inning. As Mortellaro steps up. A long look out. Wilder trying to finish his 4th inning of work as that's in there for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. As right back to it they go. 1-0, 2 outs, runner standing on first base. The pitch taken off the outside corner, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. So going back to it, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning. A long look here from Wilder. He gets set. The pitch. Taken down the middle, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. 2 outs. As Wilder getting back. He takes a look. The runner off of first base. Throws. Just misses, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. As again, Wilder waiting. Coming back. Trying to find 1 more out here in this top of the fourth. The wind and the pitch. Cut on, drilled out there towards short. Scooped up, thrown to first. Plenty of time, that'll do it. As they will leave a runner on. And the Pioneers will go to the bottom of the fourth inning with a 7-2 lead. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com, your home for Pioneers action all season long.
Extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
Give me a blue light lime.
Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
All right, and welcome back to Superhero Night here at the ballpark. Pioneers will come up with the top of the order, Dom Popa, to lead things off. Last half inning for them was a pretty good one, 7-2 lead right now. As Popa steps in, out of the University of Pittsburgh, the pitch, cut on, drilled towards second right away. That'll be an easy play. So, first pitch of the inning, grounded out for an out. One quick out for the Batavia Muckdogs. So, 4-3 as Montgomery steps up. Montgomery goes back to work. The pitch, taken inside, 1-0. So Montgomery, right back, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out already here in the bottom of the fourth. Cut on, drilled right up the middle. That is going to get down as Montgomery will land on first. So a runner on first base. Pioneers get their 9th hit, as that brings up Cam Hill. Hill with the 7-2 lead for the Pioneers. Pioneers trying to add on. 7-2 right now, as Montgomery, we've already seen it tonight, he's a threat to steal over there. Coming back, Prospero, winds. Delivers, taken for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody working down in the Batavia pen right now. 1-0 count. Prospero trying to find his footing. Runner stands on first base. 1 out already. Just a reminder, there was an out in the last inning when all the trouble began. A single by Cam Hill last time drove in a couple of runs. Throw over to first, not in time. Prospero certainly trying to keep Montgomery close. No one warming down in that pen for Batavia. Nobody warming in the pen for Elmira either. 4 pretty successful innings for the Pioneers. They gave up the 2 runs in the top of the first, but that bottom of the third has made it a little more comfortable. Prospero gets set. Wines, delivers. Cut on. This one hit. I think he was out in front of that one a little bit. It goes back towards the wall. Still going, and off the wall. That is going to be a funny bounce. Montgomery running around. He's going to head from third to home and running all the way to third. A sliding play into third base. It's a triple for Cam Hill. And Montgomery comes all the way around. So the Pioneers go up 8-2. As Prospero goes back to work here. Next man up going to be Ben Shore. As Cam Hill earns himself an RBI, the infield comes back in around the infield grass. And now we'll see what the Pioneers can do here. Ben Shore takes a long look. 8-2 Elmira. After the exhibition last night, the Pioneers trying to send a message as that one's right across the middle. No balls, 1 strike. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 8-2 Pioneers. As again, Elmira gets set. The pitch. Fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. 8-2 the score. As now again, Prospero trying to go back to work. Sure. If he can just connect with one, get it out towards the outfield, they should be able to drive in the run. Make it a 7-run gap. The pitch. Taken high and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 as Elmira trying to go back to work here the same way they did in the bottom of the 3rd. Again, runs in back-to-back innings, something they've been very, very good at this season. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch. Taken high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count as Elmira keeps going. And I just want to give a special shout out to Jeff Mejia, a former Pioneer, watching along on the YouTube stream. As coming back set, the 2-2. The pitch. Cut on and missed by Shore. That'll be strike 3 in the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 4th. And still a runner stands 90 feet from home as Bobby Marsh comes up. He singled in the last inning as well. So Marsh stepping up to the plate as he takes a long look out. Prospero trying to get through this inning. Marsh looking to get a ball to sit down and bring in that 9th run. Marsh waiting. Prospero has his sign, delivers, fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. Runner standing on 3rd base. So again, Pioneers trying to get something started here. Stepping back in. A long look out from Bobby Marsh. 0-1 count. Marsh waits. The pitch from Prospero. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. As Marsh will step back in. Trying to get the read on Prospero out there on the mound. Prospero gets settled. Big hole right up the middle. The second baseman playing almost all the way over towards first at this point. Shortstop about midway between as this one popped up by Marsh. Heading back towards the fence. Marsh, that one's going to get off the fence and score another run. Marsh will head to second and he will be safe. So the 9th run of the ball game comes in for the Elmira Pioneers. And with 2 outs, again able to touch the scoreboard. So Marsh will get an RBI double. And that brings up Chris Erickson, who now has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs again. If he can connect and get something down in the outfield, possibly bring around another run. As Elmira had certainly had an interesting day yesterday. Now they want to get it going, and they are finding their swings. We talked about some trouble hitting the ball early on. Well, tonight they're certainly seeing it very, very well. Cut on and missed. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. As Erickson steps back in. That runner back on second base, Bobby Marsh, he's singled and doubled so far here tonight, so not a bad start. Speaking of single and double, that's Erickson's line right now. As Chris Erickson waits. The pitch. Cut on and pop back up over the media booth, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. As again, Pioneers looking for a hit here, driving that run at second base. Back set is Erickson. He takes a long look. As getting back set is Prospero. The pitch taken in there for strike three, and Erickson standing there dazed, did not like the call at all. But that will do it for the bottom of the fourth. Runner stranded at second base as we head for the top of the fifth. Pioneers up 9-2. We'll be back here on Mixler.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
All right, Superhero Night back here at historic Dunn Field as the Pioneers right now holding on to a 9-2 lead. Coming up, Joe Georger. He has a single to his credit so far on the evening. So, Georger steps right in. As the pitch. Cut on out there towards center. Drops in. That'll be another single for Georger. As the Pioneers don't like that one as the Price is Right soundtrack plays over. That brings up Trey Bacon. Bacon, who has a strikeout on the night so far. Now has a runner on base to work with. 0 for 1, Trey Bacon. So Pioneers, 9 runs in the last 2 innings, as that's in there for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitcher Wilder looking for an explanation. There is someone down in the Pioneers bullpen as of now. The pitch, Wilder. That one fouled off, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. As again. So, Elmira trying to get another 0 on the board. That pitch is in there for a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, as Bacon is looking to get going here. 1-2 count. 0 for 1 so far, as Wilder delivers. That one chopped up. That's going to get into shallow right. Scooped up as Bacon has himself a short single, and that puts runners on first and second. So, that brings up the top of the order, as now Cameron Conley, who singled and tripled today. 2 for 2. Pretty good day for Conley, as he tries to close the gap. 9-2, Pioneers. Good long look out. As Wilder comes set, delivers. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on the outside corner. Stepping back in, Conley. Trying to keep up the success he's had so far here tonight. The pitch from Wilder. Cut on and missed, 0-2. So again, another batter trying to tie up the game with 1 swing of the bat. despite the score. 9-2 as the Pioneers trying to find their way through the first 2 hits of the inning, as that's high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 count. Conley now looking for his pitch. Abner Benitez will be the next man up. As the pitch, cut on, drilled towards second, played up, thrown over to short, in time, back to first, not in time, so runners will be at the corners, as on the fielder's choice, the Pioneers do get an out, but Conley reaches first base. So, runner at third, Bacon out at second, and now Benitez, who singled and struck out here tonight. Wilder would love to get him to ground out to the shortstop, maybe set things up for a double play. As a long look, Benitez waits. The pitch from Wilder, cut on and missed. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 as Benitez adjusts the batting gloves. Wilder scrapes his foot along the mound. There is action down in both bullpens as well. Batavia should have a new pitcher coming up. The pitch thrown outside. Now the throw down, and that will not be in time. So, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, a Tioga down showdown. As again, Benitez steps in. Runners now second and third. Coming back. The line and the pitch from Wilder. Just off the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. As getting back set, Wilder trying to find what pitch he can throw, as that one's drilled towards second. A run is going to cross. The throw over to first in plenty of time, but that does advance the runner. So now, 9-3, as the Batavia Muckdogs now have 2 outs. Apologize for that weirdness from the camera, as, well, the ground out there worked perfectly, but the Pioneers do allow a run to come around to score. And they do have a runner 90 feet from home, do the Muckdogs, as they try to slim this gap a little more. Outside, 1-0. 9-3 Pioneers here in the top of the 5th. As Wilder getting back set. Trying to get through his 5th inning of work, as that's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right back to it, Spencer Marcus. Here in the top of the 5th inning. He gets set. The pitch. Cut on, drilled towards third, diving for, not going to get there. The run is going to cross, and that's going to make it 9-4 on a single as the ball gets hurried back in. So, now it's just a 5-run deficit for the Muckdogs as Charlie Swy County steps up. Swy County tonight, he has tripled and grounded out third to first. So, a 5-run lead for the Pioneers here in the top of the 5th. Runner stands on first base. The first pitch to Swy County. A little bit low from Wilder. 1 ball, no strikes. Swy County knows what he's looking for here. A ball, no strikes, 2 outs. 5-run lead for the Pios. As Wilder gets set. See how much longer he's allowed to go here, as that's on the outside corner, 1-1. Would love to get him through 5 full. A couple innings of work for the bullpen would be preferable for manager Andrew Drum. A long look down. The pitch. Cut on and fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner will have to return to first base. So Wilder, 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Giving up a 2 spot so far. As again, looking for the final out here. The pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another Tioga down showdown. As Swy County Steps right back in. Swy County looking. The pitch. Cut on. Runner was going again. 2-ball, 2-strike count one more time. Wilder heads right back out. Runner gets back to first. Again, looking for one more pitch. 2-2. Swy County set. The pitch from Wilder. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and it's full. 3-2. Runner will be off on any movement from the pitcher here. Pioneers trying to get out of this top of the 5th. Wilder has his sign, delivers, outside, ball 4. Swy County hustling down to first as he earns the walk. And now with 2 outs, that's going to bring up Daniel Burroway. Burroway tonight struck out, flew out to left field, and now has runners on first and second. So the ball thrown back out. They seem content to let Wilder go to work here. Still a 5-run lead as Elmira trying to get out of this top of the 5th. Wilder delivers. Fouled away, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. As the Pioneers pitcher started this game back almost 2 hours ago at this point. Is trying to get through 5 full. 4 2/3 so far as the pitch is in, delivered out towards center fielder. Erickson has the read and makes the grab. So they leave 2 men stranded as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And the Pioneers will come back up looking for some retribution in the bottom half. 9-4. Pios have the lead. We'll be back after this.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, folks. My apologies. Was just getting some things straightened out from the other side here. As South Trimble comes up to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Pioneers going right back to work here. The pitch. Taken low, ball 1. So they have a 9-4 lead. Would certainly like to extend that. As Trimble starts things off. Had a triple back a couple innings ago. That one dribbled around. The third baseman manages to make the grab. Trimble trying to get there. He will not be in time. As that'll be the first out of the inning. A beautiful play from the third baseman. 5-3. And that's going to bring up Aaron Thomas, who struck out and had a sac fly, so 0 for 1 on the night. Thomas and Taylor both still due up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 9-4 in favor of the Pioneers. They have not cracked 10 too often this year as the pitch cut on by Thomas and fouled back. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. As again, Thomas gets set. He waits. Getting back set, Prospero delivers. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, a Tioga Down showdown. Coming back set. The wind and the pitch. Taken for a ball, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Thomas trying to find his way to base. Thomas getting set. Hitters count, 2-1. As the wind and the pitch from Prospero, cut on and fouled back, 2-2. 2 ball, 2 strike count. As again, Thomas gets back set. 9-4 the score. As Elmira has the 5-run lead. He waits. The wind and the pitch from Prospero. Cut on and miss, strike 3. As that will be the second out here in the bottom of the 5th. Big swinging cut at that one. So the second strikeout of the night for Aaron Thomas as Justin Taylor comes up. He grounded out 3-1 and worked himself a walk his last time up. So Taylor steps in. Again, the Millersville College product trying to get something started here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pioneers have scored in each of the last 2, now down 2 outs very, very quickly. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Pioneers have a 5-run lead, 9-4. The pitch, taken for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 men out. As Taylor trying to bring up Gil Murad. See what he can do here. The pitch, taken for a ball, 1-1. Prospero put a lot on that. You could hear the grunt all the way up here in the press box. 1-1. Coming back set. The wind and the pitch. Taken inside, 2-1. So Taylor working the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 9-4. Pioneers here in the bottom of the 5th. We are through the halfway point. As Elmira gets set, Taylor waiting on the pitch. Prospero has his sign and delivers. Cut on by Taylor. That'll be fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another Tioga Down showdown. As Taylor steps right back in. Be looking to help the Pioneers extend this half inning. Prospero steps back in. Checking, has his sign, and begins the windup. The pitch, inside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Elmira, again, trying not to go down in order as they come up here. They have yet to go down in order this ball game, so Taylor trying to keep that streak alive. Coming back, the pitch from Taylor. Or to Taylor, excuse me, floated out there towards right. This one will get down, and Taylor's got himself a single. So that will be hit number 12 in the ball game, and the full count is reset as up comes Gil Murad. Murad, he has flown out to the right fielder and drilled one to the first baseman that was then run over, unassisted. As the count resets, Murad steps up. And now with 2 outs, Gil Murad trying to extend the inning. Murad takes a look as Prospero winds and deals. That one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, runner stands on first base. I said it earlier, not used to seeing Taylor steal, but certainly showed he was capable back a couple innings ago. 9-4 as Gil Murad trying to get his bat going. Prospero sets. The delivery. Cut on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Surprised Prospero has stayed around this long. He's certainly faced some issues, but here in this inning, he's worked very quickly. 1-1. There is a pitcher apparently warmed down in the Muckdogs bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 5-run lead for the Pioneers as that one bounces in. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 count. second baseman talking with the shortstop. They separate now. They're both cutting pretty close to that second base bag, as now a little bit of a lead for Taylor. 2-ball, 1-strike count. Prospero out of the stretch. Sets a couple of times now and delivers. Cut on, drilled up towards the shortstop. An easy catch for him. And that will do it for the bottom of the fifth. We head to the top of the sixth. Pioneers 9, Batavia 4. You're listening to the Pioneers on Mixler.com.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, me berry.
Got it.
Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
All right, and we are back here live at historic Dunn Field. A brand new pitcher takes over on the mound as Kevin Serrano moves out to the pitcher's mound. Well, it was an interesting night, to say the least, for Holden Wilder. He pitches 5 full, gives up 9 hits, 4 runs. He had himself a night out there on the mound, so now we'll see if Serrano can carry it on. Serrano out of Corning Community College. He has been a positive surprise coming in the Pioneers lineup. After coming in as a temporary utility player, Serrano, his relief pitching, earned himself a chance to win, and we'll see what he can do here tonight. As during the 5 innings in relief before, he struck out 9, only walked a single batter, facing 18. So he goes right back to work, as he's going to start it off against Jerry Reinhardt. Reinhardt steps up, top of the 6th. Pioneers with a 5-run lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Coming back set. We'll have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard after this one. Make sure to stay with us. In the middle of the 6th, as the Pioneers would like to get to the point where they're counting down outs. So Serrano's first pitch. Delivered. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes. We'll want to know as Kevin Serrano takes over. Serrano waiting. Has the sign. Delivers right down the middle, 1-1. Serrano doesn't really screw around much with the outside the zone pitches. He goes right at batters as he looks at Jerry Reinhardt. The pitch. In there for a ball. And excuse me, Reinhardt was replaced. My apologies. As it looks as though this is Ethan Fresca. So Fresca waits the pitch. Taken high and in, 3-1. As Fresca is in there to replace Reinhardt. And again, Reinhardt's night 0 for 2. See if Fresca can get going here for the Muckdogs. The pitch taken high and inside, ball 4. So a walk for Fresca as he heads down to first base. And that's going to bring up Blair Frederick, who will come to home plate now. And he is staying in the game. So Fresca down there on first. Frederick looking in. A walk on the line so far for the new pitcher. As Serrano trying to go right back to work. Love to work a ground ball here. As Serrano checks over, the runner is not in. Oh, that was close. As the umpire out there in the middle infield calls safe. I don't know. That was a really close call. As Serrano, a tricky pickoff move. As he checks on the runner again. Has his sign. The pitch from Serrano outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. As again, Blair Frederick, the man up at the dish. Third baseman in close to the infield grass. Second base and shortstop both in double play depth. Here's the throw over again. Not going to be in time. So a quick snag. Just couldn't quite get it. 1 ball, no strikes. As again, Frederick waiting. As the pitch coming here from Serrano. Ball 2, 2-0. 2-0 here, top of the 6th inning, as now the catcher will head out and talk to Kevin Serrano. So Serrano will head back out as he's continuing to have his conversation. Now they are satisfied with that one, and Ben Shore will head back behind the plate. Shore comes back, 2-0 count. As Serrano is set. Looking in. Blair Frederick takes a long look. The pitch. Taken, and that one's on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. As Frederick steps back in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pioneers gave up 2 runs in the last top half of the inning. Throw over very quickly, but not in time, as not much of a lead over there for Fresca. So, right back to it. Kevin Serrano, 2 ball, 1 strike count. Pioneers leading 9-4. Getting back set. The pitch. Taken. In there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little bit of a delayed call there, but the Pioneers will take it. Frederick again flown out to center and has a single so far here tonight. As Serrano trying to get through this half inning. Has walked a batter. Now trying to get an out. Serrano takes a look. Has his sign and delivers. Cut on, grounded down the first base line, scooped up, stepped on first, and they don't throw to second, so on the fielder's choice, the runner does advance, but it is a 3 unassisted. So Fresca will move to second, and not much of a hit. It did manage to stay fair and earned the Pioneers the first out of the inning, but that's going to bring up Blake Mortellaro. Mortellaro, number 44, he's been doing the catching here tonight. He's grounded out from second to first and then grounded out from shortstop to first. So, lots of ground balls from Mortellaro. Now with the runner on second, catcher and pitcher will discuss signs as Kevin Serrano goes back out. 1 out here, top of the 6th inning. As now the batter will step in. Mortellaro, as I said, has gone down on the ground out twice here tonight. 5-run lead for the Pioneers, trying to keep that right where it is. Check back on the runner at second. The pitch. Outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. As the Muckdogs trying to close the gap. Pioneers trying to get through a top half of the inning as this game gets later and later. The pitch from Serrano. A little low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. As Kevin Serrano trying to find his composure again. Now there is activity down in the Pioneers bullpen. Serrano has a look. Mortellaro waiting. The pitch. Cut on and fouled away. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one gets into the seats, and again, 2 ball, 1 strike count. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Pioneers still leading 9-4. As they get set. 2-1. The check. Getting set. The pitch. Outside. 3-1 for the Pioneers hurler. As Serrano trying to find his form. Sets back on the mound. 3-1 count. As Serrano checks on the runner at second. Little fake back. The pitch. Cut on. Ground ball down the third baseline. 3-2. Full count. The count is juiced. The count is jacked. Whatever else everybody says. And we're going to have ourselves a payoff pitch. As Serrano looking to get through this one here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner standing at second base as he takes his lead. Second baseman shies off. The pitch. Cut on, popped up. This one comes back, maybe playable, and no, it gets too far for the catcher. 3-2 count. As I said, you can run for days back here behind home plate at historic Dunn Field. So, the pitcher Serrano will go back. Running through pitch choices in his head. He's got Mortellaro still up there. Georger on deck. Georger has singled in both of his plate appearances here tonight. As now again, Mortellaro waiting. 3-2 count. Serrano checking on the runner. He'll wind and deliver. Cut on. This one popped up. Should be playable. The right fielder heading over. He's got the read. Makes the catch. As that will advance the runner to third base. And 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. So 9-4. As the fly out to the right fielder spot brings up Joe Georger. As I said, he's singled twice here tonight. As he steps back into the left-hander's batter box. And now we'll see what Serrano chooses to do with him. If the Pioneers can get out of this with leaving the runner stranded at third, keeping that 5-run lead intact, they'll be looking to add on to that here in the bottom of the 6th. Coming back. Serrano gets set. He'll wind and deliver. Taken on the outside corner, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As Serrano has a look. Stepping back in, they wait for Georger. He was having a long conversation with the umpire. No balls, 1 strike. Serrano has his sign and delivers. Cut on and missed by Georger, 0-2. Little off-speed work. So Georger now running through his mind. Serrano, 1 strike away from stranding the runner at third. Georger waits. Serrano has his sign and moves into the delivery. He winds, delivers, cut on, drilled out there towards third. That is going to get down and score the run. Left fielder will come on and throw that one back in. So the runner comes around to score on the base hit, and that'll put a runner back at first. So that will bring up Trey Bacon as the 3rd single of the day for Georger earns him an RBI. As now Bacon is in there. He and Serrano apparently had a little bad blood yesterday as the pitch is cut on and missed by Bacon, 0-1. No better way to get your revenge than to strike him out. As now, 9-5 ball game. Pio's up by 4. Serrano waits. The pitch. Cut on and popped up. That will get foul back behind the media booth. 0-2. As you hear that bang behind me. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Pioneers trying to limit the damage. They still have a 4-run lead. As Kevin Serrano checks on the runner at first. He delivers high and tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Elmira, a 9-5 lead. The hits 12-10 in favor of the Pioneers. As again, Serrano gets set, delivers high again, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a Tioga down showdown. As Serrano trying to plot the exit strategy from this inning. He waits, has the sign, checks on the runner, and delivery fouled off again. 2 ball, 2 strike count one more time. As Serrano looks, he waits, checks on the runner over there at first. Coming back, Serrano delivers high, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2, 2 outs. As they try to finish off the bottom of the order. Don't want to go back to the top half where Conley has had a ton of success. As now again, Serrano looking in. Pitchers appear to be ready out in the Pioneer bullpen. As Serrano sets and delivers. Cut on, fouled away one more time. 3 ball, 2 strike count. As Serrano trying to figure out what he can do to get out of this inning. Kevin Serrano looks in. 1-on-1 with Trey Bacon right now. 3 ball, 2 strike count. He sets, delivers, taken for ball 4, and that will put runners on first and second with 2 outs. As that is going to bring up Cameron Conley. So Conley, so far today, 3 for 3. As he heads up. Connolly stepping in as now runners stand on first and second. Tying run still in the on-deck circle. As the pitch cut on and missed, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Pioneers in need of some defensive help here. Coming back. Long check, the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Getting back set. A long look here from Serrano. Checks on the runner. No fielder, even close to second. The pitch outside again, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Kevin Serrano going to work here, but having some trouble. Andrew Drum checking with the pitcher down in the bullpen. As Serrano seeing these at-bats get away from him. Kevin Serrano going right back here. See what he can do. He takes a long look. Serrano checks on the runner at second. Checks again, winds, delivers, cut on and fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a Tioga down showdown. One more time, the Pioneers pitching staff looking for a strike. See if Kevin Serrano can punch out the top man in the order, Cameron Conley. Has been a rough out to get here tonight. Serrano looks. Takes his time, Conley. Waiting. Serrano checks the runner. Delivers. Fouled off again. 2 ball, 2 strike count one more time. Pioneers up by 4. Would certainly love to extend that here. And don't forget to stay with us. In the middle of the 6th, we'll have the out-of-town scoreboard for you. As Serrano takes a look. He checks. Serrano checking on that runner one more time. Now delivers to home and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 count one more time. As Serrano strolls the pitcher's mound. Gets back on the bump. 3-2 count. As Serrano checks. He waits. Now he has his sign, delivers, cut on and fouled away. That will redo the 3-2 count one more time. Clearly the runner's off and going on pitcher movement. 3-ball, 2-strike count, 2 out. Top man in the order, trying to stay alive, keep this inning going for Batavia. The Pioneers needing just 1 strike. As Serrano looks in, has a sign, checks back on the runner at second. The pitch, cut on and fouled away again. That one was a bit inside, as that one got up on the hands of Conley. So, Serrano waiting on a ball. He gets one, as now again. 3-ball, 2 strikes. Now we'll see if Serrano can find that pitch. Trying to find the one that gets Conley to swing and miss or stand there and take it. As now again, Serrano checks on the runner. You know both runners are off when the pitcher starts moving. The delivery, cut on and fouled away one more time. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, full count. As now, we're going to have to crack a new box of balls here in a second, the way that those balls are flying out of the stadium. The long look out from Conley. Serrano waiting. He delivers. Cut on, drilled out there towards right. A one-hopper to the right fielder, trying to hustle that one in. 1 run will score, and that will put runners on first and third as Batavia closes the gap again. So, 2 outs. It's now a 3-run ball game, and the tying run comes up to the plate, and Abner Benitez. So with the runners going, that single becomes an RBI, and it looks like Andrew Drum going to call it a day for Kevin Serrano. Comes in, gets 2/3 of an inning. We'll step aside. Here on Mixler.com, we'll be right back.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, well, another new pitcher enters the game as Alex Sweeney comes in. Sweeney will take the mound as the 3rd pitcher the Pios will use. He's a 6'1", 170-pound freshman, right-handed pitcher from Raymond, New Hampshire, out of North Essex. He has appeared in 8 games this season, holds a 3-1 record, 22.2 innings pitched, having struck out 33. Sweeney has a high follow ranking from Perfect Game Baseball, and in New Hampshire has been ranked top 10 in right-handed pitchers. Fastball gets up over 85 miles an hour, and before last season was a preseason All-American, ranked by Perfect Game. So we'll see what Sweeney can do here. Pioneers in need of 1 out, as they have a 3-run lead now. That once was a commanding 9-2 lead. The Batavia Muckdogs have chipped away. As again, 2 outs. Sweeney looking to do some damage here. So, Sweeney will head back to the mound, and next man up, Abner Benitez. So Benitez steps in As he takes a look, don't forget to stay with us after the final out of this half inning, as we will have the out-of-town scoreboard for you. 2 runs have crossed every time Batavia has put up runs. That was the first, the 5th, and now the 6th. As they are threatening to put up a third down there at third base. The pitch to Benitez. Ground ball towards second base. Scooped up, thrown in time. 1 pitch will do it. And what a start for Sweeney, as a 4-3 for the second time tonight for Abner Benitez. As I said, quick check of the out-of-town scoreboard before we send you to break, as we submit here in the middle of the 6th. Jamestown Tarpskunks claim victory over the Niagara Power 4-2. In the top of the 7th right now, Jamestown trailing 3-2 in the second hand of that doubleheader. In the bottom of the 6th, Amsterdam 8, Albany 3. In the bottom of the 6th, Socrates 5, Oneonta 1. And in the top of the 9th, Auburn 2, Mohawk Valley 1. Of course, your score here from historic Dunn Field, 9-6 in favor of the Pioneers. We'll be back after this.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
You got it.
Oh! Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
All right, as Don Popa comes up to bat here in the bottom of the 6th, Pioneers could use a big inning as Tyler Prospero continues to hurl out there for the Batavia Muckdogs. So, Prospero, his first pitch here at the bottom of the 6th, taken for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The hits have evened out quite a bit as well. 12 for the Pioneers, 11 for the Muckdogs. 9-6 the score as the pitch cut on and drilled out there towards left, but that's going to get into foul territory. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. As Popa trying to go to work here. 1-1 count here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Elmira would love to take some of the steam back here as this one popped up. Should be playable. Pop-up is caught by the third baseman and in time, as that's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Donovan Montgomery. Montgomery tonight popped out to first base. Earned himself a couple of free passes here. So we'll see what he can do as he steps up. 1 out. Nobody on. Montgomery waiting. The pitch. Cut on and drilled out there towards right on the very first pitch he sees. That is caught by the right fielder. So 2 quick outs. As that brings up Cam Hill. Hill, who has singled, and tripled. Has a couple of RBIs to his credit. 3 to be exact. Hill certainly going to want to try to get something started. All of the Pioneer scoring came back in the 3rd and 4th inning. Here we sit in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Taken inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Prospero has been working for a considerable amount of time now. After only 2.2 innings got from the starter, it's been Prospero since, as that's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. 2 outs. As again, going back to work is Cam Hill. He waits, the wind and the pitch. Cut on, drilled out there towards left, and that's going to get into the bullpen. As that's the second strike. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cam Hill trying to keep the inning alive. As we will head to the final third of this game after this. And the Pioneers will need 9 defensive outs, and they can walk away with a W. Not going to be easy to do as the pitch from Prospero cut on and fouled back, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As again, Pioneers stepping back in. Cam Hill, as I said, 3 for 3 on the night. He waits. The wind and the pitch from Prospero. Inside again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A Tioga Down showdown. Prospero taking a little walk. He thought he had strike 3. He'll play with the dirt and the rosin. And now, see what Hill can do here. Hill waiting. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and drilled out there. That one towards the gap in left center. Crashing down, and the center fielder is going to make the grab. So, 3 quick outs. The first time tonight the Pioneers have gone down in order. We head for the top of the 7th. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball here on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
All right, and we are back here live on Mixlr.com as the Pioneers trying to put up a 0 for the first time in 2 innings of play as Alex Sweeney goes back to work. Sweeney, the third pitcher in this game, came in for exactly 1 pitch an inning ago. Don't forget to stay with us. In the middle of the 7th, we've got some thank yous to issue. So, leading things off, Spencer Marcus. As Spencer Marcus steps in the batter's box, Alex Sweeney will go back to work. No one warming in the Pioneers bullpen. So, Sweeney's 1 pitch so far. We'll see if he can continue that. As that's low and inside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Starting off the top of the 7th. Every time Batavia has scored, they've put up 2 runs. That's the 1st, the 5th, and the 6th. The pitch. Inside, according to the home plate umpire, looked like it hit the corner from up here, but he's got the call, so 2-0. Sweeney getting back set. The pitch. Cut on and drilled out there. This is popped up over towards the left field side. Shortstop makes the call and makes the catch. Donovan Montgomery with a huge catch there. As that's going to bring up Charlie Swycounty. So Swycounty heads for the play. Donovan Montgomery heads back for shortstop. He took a long jog out there to the signage. Must have seen something out there. But he certainly came up big on that one. First out of the top of the 7th inning, Pioneers. Well, they're counting down outs. Swycounty steps back up as he will match up with Sweeney. The pitch. Right there. As they say, low, so 1 ball, no strikes. Thought I saw the umpire's hand move, but apparently not. 1-0. The pitch from Sweeney. Low again, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, says Swy County. Trying to extend his rather good day, 2 for 3. Only out came on a ground ball. That one's in there, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. The Pioneers have a 3-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Swy County waits on the pitch. Sweeney delivers, cut on, fouled off, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Montgomery was ready to chase that one down too. Montgomery must need to get his steps in today because he is running all over the place. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As Sweeney waits, has his sign, and delivers. Cut on, drilled out there towards third base. That will get into shallow left. So Swy County has himself a single. And again, that's going to bring up Daniel Burroway. So 1 out, runner standing on first base as Burroway comes up to the plate. So far today, he's struck out, flown out to the left fielder, and flown out to the center fielder. 0 for 3 for Burroway. As the Pioneers looking for 2 more outs to get out of this top of the 7th. Swy County certainly has legs over there at first base. Checking on the runner, the pitch. Cut on, drilled. This is popped up. Should be playable for the left fielder. Thomas will make the catch and hustle that one back in. Swy County will be sent back to first. And the Pioneers have 2 outs now. So, up comes Fresca. Ethan Fresca moving in. He was able to get on base with the base on balls. As now, 2 outs. Pioneers looking for 1 more out to get out of this 7th and move themselves closer to victory. They need 7 more defensive outs. A look here. As Fresca waits the first pitch from Sweeney. Swy County leaning back towards first. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Pioneers trying to make quick work here. Swy County stands on base. Another check. The pitch. Fouled away, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Sweeney looking for 1 more pitch. Fresca was able to work a base on balls an inning ago. As now again, Sweeney waits. Checks on Swy County. The line, the pitch. Off the outside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sweeney looking for that put-away pitch. As now again, Sweeney steps back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Check over on the runner. Sweeney settles. Has a look, winds and delivers. Cut on, popped up into foul territory. That's going to get back and off the roof. So we remind you again to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sweeney needing 1 more pitch. Only 1 error in this game. That has gone to the Batavia Muckdogs. 1-2. Long check. As Swy County stands over at first. A little bit of a lean back towards first as well. The pitch from Sweeney. Off the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A Tioga Down showdown. As again, Sweeney setting up. Trying to get one by Ethan Fresca. 2-2 count. Sweeney checks on the runner over at first. 2-2 the count. He sets, delivers, fouled off again, 2-2. Fresca is staying alive down there. Again, there's still movement down in that Batavia bullpen, although, I mean, they've kept Prospero in there for quite a while as we are into the 7th inning. Now Sweeney, I think he's looking for a new baseball here. He's going to get one. As now, Fresca working around the batter's box. Resin on the hands as it looks like Sweeney's ready now. Fresca gets set. Long look in here from Sweeney. Swai County leaning over there at first. The 2-2 delivered. Swai County off and running. Fouled back. And again, we'll do 2-2. Top of the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As coming back, Sweeney. Getting that resin. He looks. Has a sign from his catcher coming as now bending back down. Shore in position. Checking on the runner at first. Swai County did rush right off as soon as the movement came from Sweeney. Sweeney gets set. He checks the wind, the pitch. Taken low and outside. 3-2. It's full. As again, Pioneers needing one more strike. Sweeney follows suit and checks that rosin bag again. Swai County will be off on the pitch. 3-2 count. As Sweeney needs one strike. Outfielders are ready. Infielders taking their time, getting into position. Sweeney waits. Has a sign, moves towards home. The delivery in there for strike 3. And that will do it for the top half of the 7th. We head to the bottom half with a 9-6 Pioneers lead as Fresca takes strike 3 looking. Before we take our break, I want to remind everybody, and huge thank yous go out to our amazing fans, our great season ticket holders, and of course all of our amazing sponsors, without who this year would not be possible. So thank you to AJ's, Arca Shamong, Arnott Health, Bill's Bullpen, Blaze Brockway Contracting, Buckley, Shamong Canal, Dr. Josex, Elm Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, Easy Budget, Feral Gas, First Transit, GTP, Hardin, Hilliard, IBM, J. Schultz Massage, Junior Enforcers, Jubilee Foods, Just in Time, M&T Bank, Marion Decker, Morrison's, NYSCO PBA, Rodney Strange, Ryan's Distributing, Salins, Save-A-Lot, Seneca Beverage, Shedden's Wholesale, Simmons & Rockwell, Skyworks, Solutions, FCU, Southern Tier Custom Fab, Suburban Propane, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, Vasco Brands, Weiss Markets, Wilbur Auto Sales, and XGen Pharmaceuticals. Thank you all so much. We'll be back. Bottom of the 7th, Pioneers coming up to bat.
Extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, we are back here. Time for the bottom of the 7th inning. The Pioneers coming back up to the plate as they went 1-2-3 for the first time in this game an inning ago. Now it's going to be Ben Shore's turn. So the catcher to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th as his manager, Andrew Drum, makes his way over to third base. Drummer never gets a fair shake. He's always got the long run as the manager. As now, Shore steps up. As the fans here serenade the field with the Sweet Caroline verse. And Ben Shore caught the read on that, so he stepped aside. Bottom of the 7th, Shore will foul that one off, 0-1. Prospero still working here in the bottom of the 7th. Unbelievably, came in the 3rd. Don't see 4 innings out of relief very often. Prospero gets set, the wind, the delivery, cut on and missed. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes as Prospero trying to work his way through. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Ben Shore trying to put a dent in Prospero's day here. A 3-run Pioneers lead. They'd love some insurance. The pitch taken off the outside corner, 1-2. 1-2 the count. As again, Shore trying to get set. Nobody up down in the bullpen either, so we'll expect to see Sweeney in the top of the 8th. Was able to put up a 0. Pioneers still need 2 more of those, as that's in there for a strike, and that'll be strike 3. So the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. As that is going to bring up Bobby Marsh. Marsh so far here today has singled and doubled. So not a bad day for him. Also popped up over there to the second baseman. So 1 out. Marsh coming right back up. Left-handed batter facing off with Prospero. Has reached both times he's faced Prospero here tonight. The pitch cut on and fouled back. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. As again, the Pioneers going back to work. As right back again. He waits. Prospero delivers. In there for a strike, 0-2. So, 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Prospero trying to deal here. As again, Bobby Marsh trying to keep his 2 for 2 against Prospero alive. He dribbles that one down to third. Hops up. Some trouble handling, and Marsh is going to get there. So it's an error, but Marsh will reach. So reaches on the error, and Chris Erickson will be up. So still 1 out. Runner stands on first base. And now Prospero has to face Erickson. Erickson so far today, a single, a double, and a strikeout looking. 1 out. Runner stands on first base. As Erickson steps back in. He waits. The first pitch from Prospero. In there for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. As standing on first base is Bobby Marsh. See what he can do here. As Erickson takes a look, he had a long fly ball earlier on. The pitch, cut on, drilled out there towards the gap. That's going to get down. Marsh is running around second. He will head for third. Marsh is being waved towards home. Erickson heading towards third. Marsh going to get in there and score. Erickson, his second triple of the day, and the Pioneers get run number 10 in their 4-run lead back. So an RBI triple from Erickson, and Bobby Marsh's helmet has to be thrown back into the Pios bench. That'll bring up South Trimble, who now has a runner standing on third base, and a chance to make it a 5-run lead, as now it seems as though we'll have a pitching change, so we'll step aside. Be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Pioneers on Mixler.com.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
You got it.
Oh! Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years' experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
All right. Well, Kyle O'Neill has been warming in the bullpen for several innings now. He will head into the game at this point, and we'll get a look at what he's done so far. He's got a 13.5 ERA. He's appeared in 2 games, 2.2 innings, and, well, 3 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. So we'll see what he can do here. He's got a runner on third as the Elmira Pioneers trying to expand the gap. They would love to keep going here. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what the Pioneers can do. They are in need of some runs as that 9-2 lead was comfortable. They now have a 10-6 lead after the run crossed on the triple from Chris Erickson. Trimble, Thomas, and Taylor are the next 3 up. Only 2 guaranteed a spot with 1 out. So Erickson will be looking. A lot of time for O'Neill to warm up. They're giving him 2 more pitches here. Next man to the dish is going to be South Trimble. He has himself a triple, but is 1 for 3 on the night. 1 more pitch allowed to the Muckdogs reliever. Still nobody warming in the bullpen for the Pioneers, so it's going to be Alex Sweeney coming up in the top of the 8th. Pioneers will still need 6 defensive outs no matter how this all shakes out. As heading up, South Trimble. As they're going to get 1 more pitch here. So there's the final warm-up pitch for O'Neill. O'Neill steps back in. And now we see what the Pioneers can do. There's a good look at O'Neill on your screen. 10-6. Pioneers, they have 1 out. As Trimble just looking to get it over the head of an infielder or through that gap up the middle and bring Erickson around to score. The pitch way outside has the catcher sprawling. 1 ball, no strikes. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th as the Pioneers trying to do some damage here. They've got double digits. 10-6. As Trimble waits. The pitch coming. Cut on by Trimble. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga Down showdown. As again, right back comes O'Neill. After the first pitch was a bit outside. Pitch from O'Neill. Outside again. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Runner stands on third base. As Erickson just 90 feet from home. And you know the Pioneers would love to stretch this lead. Check here from O'Neill. The pitch. Cut on and fouled back. 2-2. 2-2. As South Trimble trying to get the work done here. The second baseman tonight. Emmeline Petre dealing with some stomach issues that have been going around the clubhouse. Hopefully he'll be ready to go soon. But nice to see Trimble in the lineup. The pitch. Cut on and miss, strike 3. So that will be the second out of the inning for the Muckdogs as Trimble goes down on strikes. And that brings up Aaron Thomas. Thomas, who struck out twice and had a sac fly, 0 for 2 on the night, did have the RBI. He's going to have to find contact here if he's going to bring in that run from third, or maybe a wild pitch, but seems a little less likely on that end. As the Muckdogs going to ride O'Neill through the end of this one, it looks like. Nobody warming up down in the pen. Of course, O'Neill was warming up for about 3 innings, so you never know, I guess. As O'Neill gets set, the pitch. Cut on. Thomas will put that over the press box. And we remind you to make the right decision. Insist on Gerber Collision and Auto Glass. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner stands on third base. As Thomas looks out. Needs to get a hit here to drive in that run. That one bounces in, a ball and a strike. 1-1. As Thomas steps back in. O'Neill looking around. Checks on the runner at third. Comes back set. He delivers. Bounces another one in. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 to Aaron Thomas. As Thomas will step back in the batter's box. 2 balls and a strike. Thomas looking out. O'Neill has his sign. Erickson not bouncing around too much on the base pass. The pitch taken for a strike, as that one apparently caught the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A Tioga down showdown. As Thomas looking for a hit. The pitch. Cut on, drilled towards third, gets by the third baseman, and that's going to score a run. So that makes it 11-6. As another 2-out hit for the Pioneers. And that will bring up Justin Taylor. Taylor, who singled, walked, and grounded out first baseman to the pitcher. As Taylor stepping back in. Pioneers looking to keep the inning going. That's the second time they've put up a 2 spot on the board here in the bottom of the 7th. 11-6. It's a 5-run lead for the Elmira Pioneers. Taylor waits. The pitch. Taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. As again, Pioneers trying to get something going. They have gotten 2 runs across here in the bottom of the 7th. So canceling out those runs from the 6th, making it a 5-run deficit again. In there for a strike, 1-1. Taylor, as I said, has been somewhat successful here tonight. He's got the free pass and the single. So 1 for 2 on the night with the ground out back in the 2nd inning. Taylor waits. 1-1. 2 outs. He sets. A long look again. The pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. As O'Neill trying to find the formula to get out of this inning. 14 hits for the Pioneers here tonight. As you get a good look here. As the pitcher sets. Takes a look back at Thomas at first. The delivery cut on, drilled out there towards the gap. That's going to get down, bounces around. The left fielder comes over to cut it off. Thomas heads for third. The hitter heads for second, and Taylor's in safely. Runners at second and third with 2 men out. And again, the Pioneers just station to stationing it here tonight, as they're hoping to drive in another run on the double from Aaron Taylor. It's going to be Gil Murad now. And Murad, so far unsuccessful at reaching base. See if he can change that here now. Murad steps in. Runners at second and third. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 men out. A chance to increase the lead here if the Pioneers can get another base hit. Murad waits. The pitch. Taken outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. If Murad is to reach, Popa would come up next. Head back to the top of the order. As again, they wait, the wind, the pitch, outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. As again, we'll wait to see what happens here. They come back set. A long look, the pitch, taken for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. As O'Neill trying to get this going, trying to find his way out of this inning. And Gil Murad looking for his first hit of the night. 2-1 count. The pitch cut on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another Tioga down showdown. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Murad needs a hit. As he looks out, O'Neill waiting. Runners at second and third. The pitch cut on and missed. He goes down swinging. And that will do it for the bottom of the 7th. Pioneers strand 2. We head for the top of the 8th when we come back. It's 11-6. Pioneers. You're listening to the Pioneers on Mixler.com and YouTube Live.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, as we come back here live for the top of the 8th inning, Pioneers needing 6 defensive outs. Alex Sweeney back out here. He'll be looking to get it done as Blair Frederick will be the first man he faces. Frederick tonight, he's flown out to center, had himself a single, and then grounded out to the first baseman unassisted. See if the Pioneers can make him go futile one more time. The pitch from Sweeney. In there for a strike, 0-1. A 5-run deficit for the Batavia Muckdogs as the wind and the pitch from Sweeney taken high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. 11-6. Pioneers have a lead as Sweeney going right back. He'll wind and deliver high. 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Couple of errors in the game for the Batavia Muckdogs as the Pioneers took advantage as that one's cut on and fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Might have been a little high, but Sweeney will take that one as he looks to finish out the count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes as I look down, seeing some pitchers headed for the bullpen. And we'll see who comes up here, as it might be Ferguson getting stretched out down there. So, Sweeney, 2-2 count. He's going to face Frederick Mortellaro and Georgia here in this inning for sure. If anyone was to reach, it'd be Trey Bacon. So the pitch, taken for a ball outside, 3-2. Full count to start off the top of the 8th. As I said, Pioneers in need of 6 defensive outs. The countdown is on, 11-6. The pitch, taken, ball 4, and Sweeney wants to know where that one missed. So, 11-6 again. Runner stands on first base, and that is going to bring up Bryce Mortellaro. Mortellaro has gone 0 for 3 on the day so far. He steps up. The catcher grounded out. Second to first. Grounded out. Shortstop to first. And flew out to the right fielder. Coming back set. Mortellaro waits. He takes ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 the count, as the Pioneers have the 5-run lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Coming back set. Checking on the runner. Frederick taking a substantial lead off first. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. As again, Mortellaro steps back in. Georgia on deck. As Batavia trying to cut down this Pioneers lead As Sweeney gets set, he delivers. Cut on and fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 for Sweeney. As he looks to shut the door again. Been able to do it. He came in the top of the 6th, threw 1 pitch to get the final out. Then he was able to put up a 0 back in the top of the 7th. Would love to do that again here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sweeney out of the stretch. Delivers. Cut on. Drilled up the middle. Caught by Sweeney. Thrown towards second. The tag on second. The throw to first. In time double play. 1-4-3 double play. And the Pioneers have 2 quick outs. A beauty of a play by the pitcher, Sweeney, to make the grab, throw over to second, and the toss to first was perfectly timed. And now the Pioneers need 4 defensive outs. Joe Georgia comes up. 3 singles on the day. As now again, 11-6. Coming back set. Long look here from Sweeney. He gets set and delivers. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. As Sweeney gets set, the pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. As the Pios trying to get out of this top of the 8th inning. They're hoping to only have to bat 1 more time. Getting back set. The pitch from Sweeney. Cut on and delivered, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Sweeney looking for 1 more strike. See if he can get it here. Sweeney sets. And he'll deliver the pitch. Cut on and miss, strike 3. That will do it for the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom part, and we'll be back after this.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, we come back for the bottom of the 8th. And it looks like another new pitcher has entered the game as Nathan Novia comes in out of Niagara University. Couple more pitches left as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Going to get the throw down here, and that will start things off the best way possible, top of the order. Murad went down, and we'll see if the Pioneers can come through. 5-run lead. Dom Popa will head up. Popa comes in. So far today, well, he's had himself a day. I'll tell you that right now. 1 for 4. Excuse me. 0 for 3. He was hit by a pitch on the time he came all the way around. Couple of flyouts and a ground ball So Popa looking to get into the hit column here as he takes ball 1. 1-0. But I'll tell you what, the leadoff batter really starts things off for the Pioneers. He's working the count. He's done everything right. 1-0 the count. The pitch taken for a strike. Apparently hit the outside corner. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pios have a 5-run lead right now here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Coming back set. The pitch. Cut on and missed by Popa. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Montgomery and Hill due up next. As again, Popa waiting. The wind and the pitch. Cut on and fouled away by Popa. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One more time. As Novia wants a 1-2-3 inning out of the pen. The Muckdogs not going to be happy here. They gave up a 7-run inning back in the bottom of the 3rd. That one was huge as the pitch comes. Cut on and fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes again. So Dom Popa staying alive down there. He gets set. As Novia out there on the mound. Lefty versus righty. Novia taking a look. The wind and the pitch. Cut on by Popa, drilled down the right field line, but that's going to get foul and reach towards the bullpen. Bounces out of the park and hits across the yard. As now again, Popa, 1-2. Pioneers here tonight, 15 hits, 11 runs. On the other side for Batavia, 6 runs on 12 hits, but 2 errors. The pitch bounced up there as that's in there, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Novia comes back, trying to find his pitch here, as the Muckdogs have 1 more gasp for air in the top of the 9th. They trail by 5. The pitch cut on and drilled again, foul. 2-2. 1 more time, as that one will be scooped up. Novia gets a new ball, and the wildlife continues to circulate around the booth area. As again, Pioneers waiting. The pitch cut on and fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 more time. Elmira continuing to work here. 11-6 the lead. As Dom Popa has kept this at-bat going for a while. Novia certainly getting his pitch count in. As the wind and the pitch cut on and fouled away again by Popa. So, University of Pittsburgh, Dom Popa, he certainly can work a count. You know, if his manager's watching, he's certainly happy with him. Popa steps back in. The umpire searching for balls, as that was a poor toss, and now the catcher will go retrieve the ball that beat the umpire. And now balls secure in place. The umpire takes his spot back behind home plate, and Novia will go back to work. As I said, Montgomery and Cam Hill to follow. This is the only part of the Pioneers lineup that went down 1-2-3. Pitch is thrown and cut on and missed, strike 3. So it was a long at bat. It certainly threw some pitches, but the first out is reached as Popa goes down swinging here in the bottom of the 8th. That brings up Donovan Montgomery. He has reached on a couple of bases on balls here. So, 0 for 2 on the night as Montgomery goes back to work. Montgomery looks. He's had some great work defensively here tonight. The pitch taken low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As again, facing Montgomery, the pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 the count. As the Muckdogs trying to get themselves back up to the plate. Certainly don't want to let any more Pioneers runs score I'm sure that siren's been something they've been getting sick of, as Montgomery drills that one towards short. The throw over from short in time. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th. As that was a 6-3, and that brings up Cam Hill. Hill, a single, a triple, and he flew out to the right fielder. Hill stepping back in. Hill taking a long look as Novia winds and delivers. Cut on and missed 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, as Cam Hill trying to keep the inning alive. We're just past the 10 o'clock hour. The Pioneers have certainly done some damage here in the last 3 hours of this game. The pitch. Bounced up there, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. As again, it's superhero night here at the ballpark. And the DJ's having some fun with it. 1-1. Hill waiting. Getting back. Novia winds and delivers. Cut on, drilled towards the shortstop again. To Hopper. Thrown back, and that will pull the first baseman off the bag, but he steps back on it. 3rd out has been made, and we head for the top of the 9th. One last gasp for the Batavia Muckdogs. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com and YouTube Live.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
All right, and welcome back in here live to the top of the 9th inning. Well, David Ferguson makes his way out as Alex Sweeney has finished his tour of duty and certainly has done a heck of a job here tonight. The Elmira Pioneers looking for 3 defensive outs, and they are going to have to get them from Trey Bacon, Cameron Conley, and Abner Benitez if they can do it in order. So, a couple of more throws for the man on the mound getting himself set. Big inning for the Pioneers. 3 quick outs, a 5-run lead. They could walk off with a pretty big W here tonight if they're able to finish this one off. As they take a look. Gonna be a good one if they can finish this off. Certainly after the hubbub of last night, they would love to finish this off as the Batman song plays here at historic Dunn Field on Superhero Night. Hope everyone was able to make it down. If you're not, still 3 more chances this week. Thursday, the Pioneers are back home, as well as Saturday and Sunday. Make sure to catch one of those games here at historic Dunn Field. Kick off your summer the right way with the Elmira Pioneers. So, Ferguson out on the mound. First delivery. In there low, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, as Trey Bacon going to work. The pitch from Ferguson. In there down the middle, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. As the pitch from Ferguson. In there for a strike. 1-2. As one more time. Ferguson gets back set. The pitch fouled off. As Ferguson looking for the punch-out pitch here. Ferguson walking around on the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out as he faces Trey Bacon. Bacon, who singled, reached on a base on balls, and struck out tonight. The pitch bounces up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. As Ferguson circles out there on the mound again. Checks out the batter. Gets his sign and moves to deliver. Ferguson delivers. That one plunks Bacon, and he will head down to first base. So a hit by pitch. As that will bring up the top of the order, Cameron Connolly, as Ferguson goes down to have a talk with his catcher. So, reset the count. Runner sits on first base. Still a 5-run lead for the Pioneers. As they head back, Connolly, so far tonight, a single, a triple, another single. He has been on every time tonight. Pioneers going to have some trouble here as the leadoff man has certainly done his job tonight. Bacon leading off of first. The pitch from Ferguson. In there for a ball. A little high. 1-0. As Ferguson checks on the runner. Goes quickly into his windup and delivers. In there for a strike. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Doesn't like the sign. Checks back on the runner at first. Ferguson coming back set. He checks. The pitch. In there for strike 1-2, excuse me. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Ferguson looking for the punch out. Ferguson checks on the runner at first. Inching out slowly further and further. The pitch. As that's a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. As Ferguson resets. Taking a long look in towards Cameron Conley. Connolly steps back in. Ferguson has his sign. He'll deliver. Holy high heat, Batman. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As the Batavia bench getting a little bit louder now as we get later in this game. Still trailing by 5. Pioneers need a strike here. Ferguson delivers. Cut on, popped up. And that will land behind me. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 more time. 3-2, nobody out. As again, Ferguson checks on the runner. He sets, delivers, drilled out towards center. Center fielder has a read. Erickson makes the grab and will throw that back in, and that is the first out here in the top of the 9th. So a great play by the center fielder, and Abner Benitez will be the next man up. Benitez tonight singled in the first, struck out in the 3rd, and then grounded out 4-3 in the 5th and the 6th. So 1 for 4 on the night, excuse me. Benitez looking out. Ferguson. He checks on the runner and comes back and delivers. A little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Has Benitez. Benitez waiting. Gets set. The pitch from Ferguson. Apparently inside, 2-0. Good frame job by the man behind the plate, Ben Shore. Shore calling out some orders. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. As Ferguson looking to go to work. The pitch. In there for a strike. 2-1. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ferguson having to throw a lot of pitches here in the 9th inning. He winds and delivers. Cut on and fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. As Ferguson trying to work some magic and get out of this top of the 9th. 5-run lead. Pioneers trying to put an exclamation point on it. Checks on the runner at first. The pitch. Taken. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. Ferguson waiting. Abner Benitez hoping for something to hit. Of course, he'd take the walk right now as leading off Trey Bacon. The pitch inside, ball 4. And that will put runners on first and second with only 1 out. So, base on balls from Ferguson moves the runners first and second. Still a 5-run lead for the Pioneers as Spencer Marcus comes up. 2 strikeouts, a single, and a pop out to the shortstop. Ferguson going back to work. Ferguson waits. The pitch. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, 1 man out. Pioneers in need of 2 more. 2 men on. As again, Marcus waits. The pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A Tioga down showdown. As again, Marcus to be followed up by Swai County. Comes back. The pitch. Taken. Ball 2, and the Pioneers groan at that one. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. As again, Spencer Marcus staying alive down there. The check on the runner. The pitch from Ferguson. In there for a strike on the outside corner. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As Ferguson squaring up with Spencer Marcus. Ferguson waiting. Checks on the runner. Delivery. Cut on, drilled out there towards left field. 1 hopper, and the left fielder will scoop it up and toss it in. Bases are now loaded with 1 out. The positive is a force at any base. But runners now stand at first, second, and third for Charlie Swai County. Swai County has reached base 3 times here tonight. His only out was a ground out. And Ferguson still needs 2. 5-run lead, 11-6, as the Muckdogs have the bases loaded. A ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. As again, this is what the Muckdogs do. Like a python, they just continue to move and squeeze the life. 2 balls, no strikes. As the Pioneers need strikes. You wonder if Andrew Drum has one more trick in his sleeve. Bases are loaded. Swai County waits at the plate. That one right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. As again, Ferguson waiting. Andrew Drum pacing. He's looking for something. The pitch from Ferguson. In there for a strike on the outside corner. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As Ferguson needing 1 more. Guys hustling down towards the bullpen. As again, the pitch from Ferguson. Outside, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. As quickly trying to stretch out down in the pen, a Pioneers pitcher. I think that's... I can't get a look at the number as yet again Ferguson will deliver. Throws it inside. That's going to walk a runner home. So an RBI walk as it's now 11-7. And that's going to bring up Burroway. Andrew Drum heads out to the mound to discuss with Ferguson as the tying run comes up. As now again, Ferguson having a chat with his manager. As now again, it's going to be Daniel Burroway. He struck out. He's flown out 2 times and popped out a third. So, you wonder what the Pioneers will do here as they need strikes. They have a 4-run lead, but the bases are loaded. And there's definitely speed out there. So, Ferguson, as I believe Andrew Drum trying to hurry along the hurler out there in the bullpen. Ferguson looking for outs here. Ferguson gets back set. He will wind and deliver. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. They just need 2 more outs. As again, Ferguson winds and delivers. Cut on and drilled out there towards left. That's going to get foul, 0-2. So, Ferguson going back to work here. Daniel Burroway, who has not been on base all day. Ferguson looking to keep it that way. We'll see what he comes at him with. Ferguson gets set. He winds and delivers. Cut on, drilled up the middle. Caught, stepped on second, and that's the ball game. A beautiful play by the shortstop as a big, big play from Donovan Montgomery will finish this one off. And the Elmira Pioneers get the W. Huge win. And the Pioneers have to thank their great shortstop back there making the play, as you couldn't have asked for much more out of Donovan Montgomery today. And they get some vengeance from the game a night ago after the craziness that ensued. The Elmira Pioneers win 11-7. Before we take off for the night, one more check of that out-of-town scoreboard as the Pioneers push their winning streak to 3. We'll see if we can get it here as the internet giving me some trouble up here this late at night. My apologies. But the Pioneers do help themselves out. The Tarp Skunks were winners over the Niagara Powers in the first game of their doubleheader. The Power won the second game of the doubleheader. The Pioneers will head to Niagara tomorrow. The Dutchmen 5, the Mohawks 8 in the bottom of the 8th. The Onion Outlaws 4, the Socrates Stallions 5 in the bottom of the 8th. In the top of the 9th, the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs 1, the Auburn Doubledays 2. That'll do it from here in Elmira. The Pioneers claim victory 11-7 as we head for Niagara tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in. I'm John Clement. Good night, Elmira.